Hello, it's Ronaldo. We're back with another pre-match predictions on a run. Pre-match prediction, should I say. On a bit of a good run of form as well, to pretty much bang on predictions in a row. I predicted 4-1 Newcastle, 2-1 West Ham, and hopefully it continues again today against West Ham. And I'm going to go for another 2-1 win. Going to play it safe a little bit. I think it'll be tight. I think there'll be a few changes for each team, but I still think it'll be an evenly contested game. But for United, we'll run out winners in the end. And if you've got to bring players on, then we'll do so. But I don't think we should take any competition this season lightly because we need silverware. So hopefully we get the job done. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to United.
Narlene here for my pre-match prediction for the Manchester United versus West Ham Carabao Cup game. And you'd expect for us to make a fair bit of rotation as we've got a lot of important games coming up. Now, Jess is already confirmed to be starting, and so he should. We could see a Langer feature. He was our best player during pre-season and was in very good form before he picked up a little knock. Now, I also see Matic and Donny starting in that midfield pivot, and this is a very good opportunity for Jadon Sancho to get a goal or an assist under his belt, as it's not a high-profile game, so the pressure won't be on him. Now, just one thing to keep in mind is that in the last game, we had 11 corners and didn't really capitalise on any of them. So I wonder, if we're resting the likes of Ronaldo and Varane, could we see Eddie Cavani play a big role with his strong aerial presence if he's fit enough to play? Now, we've got enough squad depth to get a good result, so I'm predicting a 3-1 to Manchester United.
Hi, I'm Solo7 from the Man United Agenda, and my score prediction tonight will be Manchester United to win 2-1. I think the squad rotation Man United will be putting in today, we'll have Van der Beek starting. I think we'll have Lingard as well, Martial, and there's rumours about Phil Jones starting as well. So West Ham, smaller squad, don't take nothing away from David Moyes and his team. But my prediction, Man United to win 2-1. Very difficult, very tight game. Thank you.
James here for Stretford, Paddock and United are in action tonight against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. Probably would prefer to have not have played them just after we've beaten them in the league, and the Carabao Cup is not exactly everyone's favourite competition, but United have got to win it, and I think this season especially Solskjaer needs trophies, and I think the Carabao Cup is a really good opportunity for him to do that. You know, United have got to the semi-final there previously under him, they couldn't quite get there and win it, but this is a really good opportunity, and I think if United play a weakened side, I'd understand why they did that, because obviously the league is probably more important than the Carabao Cup. But if United can get far in this competition, then it could give Solskjaer a bit more time this season. If United maybe finish second or third and win the Carabao Cup and get to the latter stages of the Champions League, it's going to be very useful to give Solskjaer more time as manager. So big competition is for United, and I think tonight West Ham, as we saw on the weekend, they're not an easy side to beat, but it'd be interesting to see what team both sides put out. I think United maybe might rest a few players because they've got bigger games coming up, like Villa on the weekend and West Ham too. They'll want to win this competition as well because they haven't won anything for a while, and Moyes probably would want to do the same thing, because if he won the Carabao Cup with West Ham, I'm sure their fans would really enjoy that. So it's going to be a good game. I think West Ham are definitely going to take a few down to Old Trafford, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I'm probably going to say 2-0 to United.
Hey everyone, Angelina here with my prediction for the West Ham game. Feeling positive. Hopefully it's much of what we saw at the weekend, same again really. Hopefully a little less drama though. Yeah, I think it will be good to maybe see some players perform that we haven't seen as much of course, with the arrivals of the likes of Ronaldo, Sancho, etc. So yeah, looking forward to it, and I am going to go for a 2-1 victory again. Yeah, I think so. Not too sure who Ollie's going to field, but I think if he puts Mason Greenwood out there, I think that he will find the back of the net. If Anthony Martial does play, really hoping that he gets a goal as well.
Ross Murphy here with my Paddock matchday prediction of Manchester United up against West Ham in the Carabao Cup at Old Trafford. On Sunday, we played them in the Premier League. We managed to scrape over the line thanks to a wonder goal from Jesse Lingard and a last-minute penalty save by David De Gea. On Wednesday night, I believe Manchester United and West Ham will be both playing a mixed rotated side, and I still think that United's rotated side should be more than good enough to beat West Ham on Wednesday night. I would like to see United go for this cup. It's a day out at Wembley and it's a trophy. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go for 2-0 Manchester United. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to Stretford Paddock. And as always, come on United.
Yes, Paddock Ultras, Sam Spanner here from the United Forever podcast, and this is my score prediction versus Wham Bam. Thank you, West Ham, for allowing Mark Noble to take the penalty the other day. Now he's a contender for the Nobel Peace Prize, and allowing David De Gea to get a save, finally, after 40 penalties. So, I reckon we're going to keep our good form going by winning two goals. That'll include Tony Marshall and Jay Lings once again. And finally, a great shout out to the legends of the Paddock community, including the one and only Notchster, the Rosserator, Johnny Cavani and Glenn F. So let's have it, boys. Viva El Paddock!
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. This is the Watchalong for Manchester United versus West Ham again. West Ham 2.0, whatever you want to call it. I'm joined by Joe McGrath. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
You're very good. I like this material. It's sort of...
Thank you.
It's nice,
I don't know how to describe it.
No.
It's quite sweaty though at times.
What colour would you say that is? Weetabix?
Wheat, yeah, I think so. Light grey, especially
It's like,
just
baby sick.
Yeah, baby
It
sick.
is baby sick.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the
It's
tag.
not baby sick, but it could be.
Yeah, it's like green, innit?
Also joined by Freddie Quinn. How are you, Freddie?
Hi, everybody.
Clap, Freddie.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for having me back
So many
on
different
this
cameras.
wonderful show
Love that.
that I
Wow.
enjoy doing.
Good. That's
Same.
great to hear.
Yeah, I'm
Especially
going to...
after some delicious curry.
Where you been?
We've all been for a curry pre-show, which you might think is a tad risky, but we've done it, and this is going to be 3 hours of fun.
It is. Whether it comes screaming out of us in about 25 minutes or not,
Dirty.
it is going to be fun. I'm only saying that because the last time I did eat from that place, I had diarrhea the next day.
Yeah, but
Don't know
that
if
could
it's
have been
correlation means causation, but the correlation is there. How are you doing, Freddie? I've
I'm
seen you for a bit.
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm kind of glad that I wasn't on the watch along, that I couldn't make it for the West Ham game at the weekend, because I watched it at home and I was screaming.
Really?
At
Why?
The fucking telly.
Really? Go on, what was up
Because
with
VAR is a crock of shit.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. I don't want to come across as one of those people that's like, VAR is ruining football, but VAR is ruining football.
Right.
It's dreadful. Because here's the thing, right, is back before VAR,
Yes.
if the ref
Back in my day.
yeah, the fucking VAR
2017.
BC, BV.
No, that's bacterial vaginosis. And
We don't want that.
Not again.
So, right, back before VAR, back before bacterial vaginosis,
Yeah.
If a referee had a shocker,
Yeah.
you could go, oh, this is fucking ridiculous. The referees had a shocker.
Yeah.
And
Human
then
error
that's-
was a big
yeah,
word.
But you could explain it away. You could go, well, the referee made mistakes because the referee is a human, and over the course of a season, this shit evens itself out.
100%.
But now we have an actual machine whose job it is to check for these things when they don't, like, look, the coup foul penalty aside, because I think Ronaldo's looking for that, the Zuma penalty is
Yeah,
as
it is, isn't it?
it's as solid a penalty as you could ever wish to see. And the fact that we don't get to look at it, the fact that we don't get to analyse it, the fact that we don't get to know why VAR hasn't given it, and yet, if there's a fucking goal and some dickhead is a pube offside, then they spend 5 minutes measuring lines and shit. It's just... It's just infuriating, because if a person makes a mistake, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
But when a machine that has been brought in so no mistakes are ever made, it just winds me the fuck up.
Yeah. And also then you get Dermot Gallagher coming out midweek basically saying that should have been a penalty. That was a penalty.
Yeah.
We've told the refs that's a penalty.
Yeah.
Like, well, luckily we won the game, but not because, it was basically, let's say, look, De Gea did well, but it was a toss of a coin whether we were going to win
penalties
that game.
penalties are toss of a coin like that. And De Gea, I'm glad he had his moment.
A toss
And
of a 40-sided coin when it comes to De Gea.
Yeah,
and only
really
one
is.
of them is save.
You got to really look at how United were come the final game of our season, which we spoke about over a curry. Europa League final, we get beat. De Gea is, not the villain, but he wasn't, doing the best he could. And now we're in a situation where he's winning us the game. Arms around him, we look like a completely different squad. We've got a completely different squad in terms of, Varane and Ronaldo. Where did that, we're in a good position.
We are.
And people are really slagging us off. I did a thing with a late night live with you where we talked about Ollie, and it was after the Champions League against Young Boys. Wow, there was like 600 comments. It was everyone just slagging us off, saying we're delusional
because we don't want to get rid of Ollie.
We don't want to get rid of Ollie, but it's so early, and it's ludicrous. Some of these people, screw your head back on.
I know.
I have in the past.
Anyone?
I have in the past been Ole out. I have in the past been Ole out. Beginning of last season, when we got absolutely bumfucked to oblivion by Tottenham. Sorry, am I allowed to say bumfucked to oblivion?
I think if you...
There's another complaint.
I think you might be all right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Right, so when we got bumfucked to oblivion by Tottenham, and I was Ole out, I was like, that's it, it's got to be done. But you have to look at where he took over United at in our life as a club. We could so easily have been the next Arsenal. Yeah. Because he took over.
Or even, to a slightly sort of softer degree, the next Tottenham. Where they've just been, loitering about mid-table now.
That was fucked from top to bottom. We had no transfer policy in place. We had 11 players that looked like they were bought with no real strategy in mind as to how they might all play together. Our youth academy was completely on its arse, and our youth teams were being humiliated in competitions, and all of that has been turned around. He's turned the club around from top to bottom, and you want to kick him out because Aaron Wan-Bissaka doesn't understand how to play in a Champions League game, or because Jesse Lingard forgot who was on his fucking team.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we mad?
Speaking of 11 players, we've got 11 players here for the team news, which has been announced. We've got Henderson. Good to see him back. Long COVID.
But I mean, he was tipped to really be our number one this year, wasn't he?
And then De Gea's refound his form in a closet somewhere. I think he's moved house and found his form behind.
Where's he gone to Hale?
Under a bed or something. So we've got Henderson back in. Good to see him back after long cove. Then we've got Dalot at right back, Lindelof and Bailly, and then Tellez. A completely changed back five then. I thought we might see Maguire as Liverpool score. I thought we might see Maguire maybe keep his place because...
Why?
Because last season he just played every game he was fit, basically, didn't he? I didn't want him to start, but I just thought for consistency's sake, for having some kind of through line to the first team, we might see it.
Let's be fair, it's the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
No one cares about it.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's a competition to rotate and bring young players in and to give them a go. If United win the Carabao Cup, no one will give a fuck.
Would you say you don't care about it?
What about?
Wow.
What about?
I would.
I know you're saying wow, but that's actually not that bad. Right, let me just get through the midfield. Stop! What are you shouting at? Me, I'm shouting. It's not you that shouting.
What about we won against with Jose? That was a good one. Southampton. 3-2.
That was good.
Carry on anyway.
Sorry.
So much better. It's more important. So.
Just to get through the team, we've got Matic and Van der Beek in there. We'll come back to that.
Van der Beek.
Then we've got Sancho coming back in, Mata, Lingard and Martial. If I'm not mistaken, a completely different 11 to what we saw the weekend.
I like that side. You'd be looking at a 4-2-3-1, wouldn't you? I think that Matic and Van der Beek...
give it away.
I think that Matic and Van der Beek will be... I tell you what, he gets all cocky once he's had a curry, doesn't he?
No.
Look, you get three curries and rice in him.
I've got to say something. I'm going to be wild today. I've had so much caffeine. I've had so much sugar.
It's going to be a nightmare.
I'm either going to really... I could start crying.
Come on, mate. We've all had a curry.
We're going to have to do some serious parenting here, Joe. This is nonsense, this.
Sorry, carry on.
But
he's got his M&Ms as well because you've been a good lad. You went to the dentist without crying or trying to bite his bollocks.
I need to go to the dentist.
Do you?
Yeah. I've not been in 10 years.
Okay, we'll come back to that as well.
I like the fact that Lingard is starting.
Yeah.
I think that, and whenever I come on this show, I tend to slag Lingard off and get roasted in the comments. And believe you me, against young boys, I was like, I fucking told you.
You were back in there, weren't you?
I fucking told you.
What do you make of this?
But you've got to give him credit where credit's due. He was the difference against West Ham. And it takes a big personality to fuck up as badly as he did midweek and to take the shot and to score that goal that he made at the weekend.
Not an easy one to do as well.
And so I say fair enough to him.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not massively happy about the lack of celebration. I think that's a fucking...
I thought the same, to be honest. That's my only criticism.
Lad, you've 16 games you played for West Ham. That's fucking... It's 8...
You've been at United for 20 years nearly.
It's fucking 8 bin weeks. Do you know what I mean? It's 8 grey bins. That's what you've fucking been there for.
Do you have grey ones where you are?
Yeah.
Grey?
Really? That's depressing.
That is depressing.
Well,
what's your recycling?
Sorry, I can get happiness elsewhere other than a bin.
No, we can't.
What do you want from me?
A green one?
But look, I wasn't massively keen with this whole, and he made a thing about it as well, like the whole, I'm not celebrating. It's like, look, mate, when you played for Brighton and Hove Albion on loan at like 13, 14, you played one less game for them than you did for West Ham. If you score a screamer against Graham Potter's side, you're going to be like, whoa, come on, lads, respect. Like, look, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because what matters is that he scored a crucial goal and he won us those 3 points. So fair play to him. And I am somebody that, like I said, likes to slag him off, but fair enough, he stepped up.
Yeah, and his second goal of the season as well. Michael Schmidt here said the waffle guy is right. Now, I don't know if he's calling you the waffle guy, as in like you're waffling on, or you the waffle guy, because you do food reviews.
I don't have to do waffles, though.
Have you ever done waffles?
No, I've done one
Hang
waffle.
about. Why is he not calling you the waffle guy?
I could be the waffle guy.
You could be the waffle guy.
Also, I haven't proffered any opinion or sort of...
Why is it the 2 overweight people that could be the waffle guy?
Cheeky.
Fat phobic prick is what he is.
I like this aircon. Can I get my over shirt, please, and put it on? Because I look a bit cooler than that. I feel like this.
What's up with you?
It's nice and cool here. Right? I got a nice top for today. Then I
did
realised
you?
how sweaty I am.
Oh.
Do you dress up to go on these?
Yeah.
come on,
Don't
Freddie,
lie.
you bought a new
It's
cap.
over there.
I was planning on buying this anyway.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Don't have to
You
say.
dropped it. Sorry, carry on.
Who's the waffle guy? Tell us who the waffle-
Let us know who the waffle guy is. Joe fat shaming, poor form. Sorry about that.
You're unbelievable.
Hashtag cancel Joe. Put it in the comments.
But not me. Not the fat Joe.
You're not.
Hashtag cancel thin Joe.
No one's fat. I'm not thin. Koth Mike says, reckon I'll win my bet again today, Freddie.
Oh, mate, what have you bet on? Tell me what he's bet.
What's that?
I slagged his bet off because he paid £1 for the super chat and put a 30 quid bet on. And I was like, get your fucking priorities right. You've Bet 365 are owned by Stoke City. You've just given them 30 quid and given the United channel £1, and then he went and won the game, so he actually took money off them.
Well
so
done.
what have you bet on, mate? And I'll jinx it for you.
Let us
In
know.
fact, do you know what? Let us know, and I'll bet on the same thing.
Wow.
Oh, hang about. I want proof.
Yeah, send us a picture of proof. I don't even know.
Nemanja Matic to score 40 goals.
Yeah, they put the house on it. Shake with a super chat as well. Not that we care much, but just to let you know, Juventus are currently losing against I don't know who in Serie A. So much for CR7 disrupting their style. Also, the opposition equalised and did a sue.
Did you see?
Nice.
Did you see what that looks like from here? I can't tell, but it looks like Spezia.
It is Spezia.
Is it? What a fucking shout!
This guy knows his
It's on the
by the
stream.
badge. I couldn't see from
Have you
there.
got bad eyesight?
What? Sorry.
Have you got bad eyesight?
I need glasses to see that. I still can't see that.
Your eyesight's terrible, isn't
Awful. I
it?
can't know what's going on.
But
And it shows.
but the thing is,
You're just wearing an old tent. This isn't even a shirt.
This is
well,
TK Maxx.
Allegri.
No, it's nice though.
Allegri came off in the last game when they drew against Udinese, and he was fuming and down the tunnel. He went, "Come on, you're supposed to play for fucking Juventus," and so he was really unhappy with the amount of effort that they put. No, not. I think it might have been AC Milan actually. Come to think of it, but they also had a fucking shite result against Udinese as well.
Equally, sort of fallen giants, maybe. Can we just come back to what you just said again there? You said, I'm going to say this is TK Maxx, but TK Maxx isn't a brand. TK Maxx have like dozens of different brands of varying quality.
It's one of the first times I've been to TK Maxx, and it's a crazy place, isn't it? Mum loves TK Maxx.
TK Maxx is really upsetting.
What? Why?
Really, really upsetting.
I don't know. I'd go. Oh, it's 2-2 now.
No,
I can see that.
It's TK Maxx is like a orphanage for clothes.
It really is.
That's what it's like. It's like clothes whose mummy and daddy have given it up, and then it just lives in TK Maxx, and then you come along and go, "I'll take you home."
Yeah, you take.
Yeah,
to
but
the
Batman
changing
was
room.
an orphan.
Interesting. So what you're saying there is the jacket you've just bought is actually a masked vigilante, is it?
Look at that.
Oh,
so
my
was Harry
God.
Potter.
By day, Joe. By night,
actually,
Waffle Man.
Batman wasn't an orphan.
Yeah, he was. His mum and dad died.
That doesn't make you an orphan. He just lived at home with his butler. He wasn't an orphan.
Yeah,
he
it
didn't live in
does.
an orphanage,
It does.
did he?
Does it?
No,
you're
being an
orphan.
orphan means your mum and dad are dead as a child.
I thought you had to be in an orphanage.
No. Why do you look?
Silly
The word
goose.
the word
Silly
orphanage comes from the word orphan.
The other way round, I get it
Not
now.
you can
Not
only
vice
be,
versa.
Like if it was some homeless child in like fucking Malaysia or something like that didn't live in an orphanage, you wouldn't go, well, you're not an orphan, so stop fucking crying.
All right then. So what if you're in an orphanage but your parents are still alive? Are you still an orphan or no?
No, you're just unwanted.
Interesting.
Oh.
Like that jacket.
How dare you?
Who are
wear
the
this.
subs? Actually, that's a good point. Normally we have the subs on that graphic. Where's the subs gone?
Lazy.
And speaking of subs, why not subscribe to the Stretford Paddock channel?
Subscribe to Stretford Paddock. And don't just subscribe to Stretford Paddock, actually. Freddie, where else can they subscribe?
Subscribe to my podcast, Pigoted. We've got an episode out literally today, youtube.com/Pigoted. We've got an episode out today where I had 2 vegans convincing me to give up eating meat. And spoiler alert, they were unsuccessful. And they said, here's where we got to. They said, well, you wouldn't eat a person. And I said, depends on the context. And they said, well...
If they were an orphan.
And you ate both
exactly.
of them
Who's going to come for me? Who's going to come for me? If anything, I'm doing the orphanage a favour. It's an extra bed, isn't it?
Okay.
But what I mean is they were like, yeah, we'll forget about the desert island thing. But I was like, look, if Heston Blumenthal started cooking people, maybe I'd give it a go.
Rare.
Yeah, exactly. And it came in like a little tub like that. And you took it off and it went, and it was like, oh, this is
dry ice and shit.
Yeah, this is a man's leg infused with orange or something like
portobello.
that.
Nice.
I'd give it a go.
Okay. Also, though, isn't it often unhealthy to eat the same species that you are?
Yeah, apparently
so that's not like
you
a
go
valid
fucking
argument,
crazy.
is it? Yeah.
You go crazy,
Well, that's what BSE came from, feeding dead cows to cows. Anyway,
That's why you never give a chicken a boiled egg.
that's true. Also, because they ain't got the fingers to dip the soldiers in. That's one
Exactly.
of the problems.
They use the beak.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so they peck.
Peck it, and then they flip the soldier up in the air and catch it yolk
going
side down.
on?
How do you
No.
spell pigoted for anyone who can't work it
Pigoted,
out?
Pigoted, Pigoted podcast. It's on wherever you get podcasts, and it's also a YouTube channel as well. And it's loads of fucking fun, and you can watch episodes for free. There's loads of them.
And Joe, where can people find you?
Just search Joe McGrath. Me and Joe had an episode of the magazine show out.
Oh, it's good, that.
Hopefully record one with you soon, Freddie.
Yay.
I've got the magazine here. But we just basically take one of those bog standard magazines that you get in the shops.
I've heard of them.
Crazy
Magazines.
headlines.
You take a break.
Yeah.
And you take a break. Your stuff that you might get in a doctor's waiting room where it's like my sister shagged a duck.
Yeah, like I got raped by a ghost and all this stuff.
Yeah. And then we chat about it. Try and get the ghost on. Quickly move on, Joe. Just go subscribe.
Have we got the bench anywhere? Can we get that? There we go. Look, it's in now. Heaton Jones back in the fold. Been a lot made of that. Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Fernandes, Greenwood, Alanga. To be honest,
What did you make of the Jones stuff then?
I think it's better that he said something, and we can move on.
What's
really.
the Jones thing again? Remind
Just
me.
come out and he's spoken about.
He's not come out, but he's done it.
Come
Well,
out.
he has. That's
Sorry, Phil Jones has come out.
No, he's. Done
I was going to say,
no, I'm
my
talking
God,
about the literal verb.
because
here.
I've seen his face when he makes a tackle.
Yeah.
Imagine getting bummed. Imagine Phil Jones's face while he's getting bummed.
We don't need to imagine it because he's here now. No, he's not. He just come out and he said, basically, I've had a tough time, mental health,
Right.
etc.
Okay.
I'm getting back to
fucking
fitness.
bad now, don't you?
Here we go.
No, I genuinely
Of course
don't.
he don't. But what I would say is, not as a knock on any of these players, there are a lot of players being totally rested tonight, aren't there? For instance, Maguire, Shaw, Pogba, Ronaldo. They're the main ones, but like big names not even on the bench tonight.
I'd like to have seen Hannibal on the bench. I think he's a really good player and a great prospect, and I think it makes sense to keep him by, keep dangling the carrot of first team football in front of him. But other than that, I'm quite happy with this team.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it's a good team. I'd be interested to see the West Ham team actually.
West Ham might have a go for it, I think. West Ham might really try and give it what they can to try and win. It's one of those cup competitions where we slag it off and we say we're not too into it. But if a team like West Ham really has a go of it, there's still Wembley, there's still, the opportunity to pick something up, win a trophy. You've seen teams in the past like Portsmouth and Birmingham, Cardiff all winning it. And Swansea won it at one point.
Let's not nothing against West Ham or anything like that. But this is the best chance to win a trophy. Whereas with United, if we only won the Carabao Cup and nothing else, you'd look and you'd be like, it's not a great season.
Yeah.
That's the worst advert I've ever seen for food, that Burger King advert.
What is it?
Where the woman's like, it's not, that taste isn't, it's real fire. It's squirty fire.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Burger King's, what are you doing?
Do you know what? I hate adverts these days that are like just fucking... There's nothing to do with what they actually are. I'd much prefer to watch an advert where some guy sits in a chair and he goes, hiya, have you got a car? Right, you need car insurance. Oh, this fucking website does it for you and it's
really
quite cheap. So
Yeah.
check it out, rather than confused.com with a random fucking bollocks adverts.
Yeah. They love it all that though, don't they? Target your emotions, and then we'll get you money afterwards.
Yeah, but if you've got strong emotions about a car advert, then you're a fucking nutcase.
People like cars. Lil Spice with a super chat says, if this lineup now was as its own separate team in the Premier League, what place do you think they'd finish?
Great question.
And what clubs do you think they are better than currently? I think that's we can start at top half, can we?
Yeah, yeah.
Just.
And then
Get off, just.
It's fucking just.
Just.
You know what, the Premier League is a very competitive league at the minute. We'll probably, at the current standard of Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and us, we'll get fourth. Out of the current standard,
in
right?
this world, do Man United's first team exist as another team in the league? So we have to. Okay, so you're saying that?
So that team there, if everyone else is playing their strongest 11s, I think that. Here's the thing. I think that team has enough about it to beat West Ham's strongest team. So immediately you're talking top 8.
Well, we just beat West Ham's team the other week.
But we dominated that for long periods of the game, I thought personally. If you look at what clear-cut chances did West Ham have? They had a penalty. We should have had fucking 12 penalties.
Yeah,
and they scored from a deflection that's one of those things that's like, it happens. But it's hardly like they were carving us open. I thought that we dictated that game quite well. I thought that we were quite composed. I thought that we looked good. It's just the fact that it was the last kick of the game that saved us the 3 points. Kind of made it look a little bit like, look, if we'd have got the decision,
scrappy when it wasn't.
If we'd have got the decisions that we should have got, we're winning that game 3-1, 4-1, or something like that. And then no one's asked about it, and people go, what a dominant performance.
Couple of extra things. First of all, Glenn has replied saying, Waffle Guy's Freddie. Just so you know.
You're Danny waffle guy.
Why am I waffle guy? But does that mean I talk a lot of sense? That's what he said.
Talk a lot of waffle.
Oh,
Danny
shit.
Shield says, Jones woke up from surgery with the doctor telling him he'd removed his entire lateral meniscus in his knee. Is that true? I don't know. Meniscus is apparently like the worst injuries you can have, aren't they, in your knees, in terms of being able to fix them.
It doesn't sound good, does it?
No.
Sounds like a Harry Potter spell, doesn't it?
Meniscus.
Yeah. Meniscus!
Yeah. Or like a tea that an old lady would drink. I'll just have a meniscus. I'm not on caffeine.
I've never known an old lady to drink anything but like a standard tea.
You never heard of hibiscus? No. Oh, that was a joke. Anyway, Beyond Fitness. Oh, you better be so jacked out, Beyond Fitness. Dave's form improved because of Varane, ? We'll come back to that. It doesn't look like a bad second team. Why would Pogba go to Juve? They look terrible. And he said, I know they're winning. Do you think anything De Gea stuff has come down to Varane being in there? Bit more assurance in front of him, or is it too early to say? Because he was good before Varane.
Exactly, that's it. David De Gea hit these levels before him. We always knew, every United fan knew that De Gea has levels in him. It's just the last 2-3 years, they ain't been there.
No, and it's not as though, that the defenders that were in front of him when he was at his best were that much better than Lindelof. Because it was a lot of it was Smalling and Jones, and I don't think they're much better than Lindelof.
I'll tell you this much, though. If you're a goalkeeper at the top level like this, who do you want in front of you? Forget ability aside, personality, Eric Bailly or Raphael Varane.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no question, because Eric Bailly is just like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want, lol. Yeah. Whereas Raphael Varane is like, he's sheer class. Yeah. He's absolutely amazing.
Some people saying 6th to 8th. I think that seems to be the general consensus. 7th or 8th, 6th, 8th, 7th. I think people think.
I think that team
Europa League.
I think that team beats Everton.
Yeah.
I think that team beats. Who out of that side doesn't walk into Everton's team? Who doesn't? I would say
maybe Dalot over Coleman.
Pardon?
Coleman's probably better than Dalot. Maybe
Coleman's better than Dalot. I would say our centre backs are better than fucking Michael Keane and Yerry Mina.
Yeah.
I would say. All right, I'd say Matic might not get in against Alan or something, or Doucouré.
Yeah.
I'd say Van der Beek could walk into Everton's team. Everton tried to buy him, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
If
Martial gets his form back, he's better than Richarlison. But if he doesn't,
I'd say at the moment Richarlison.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
No, I don't rate Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin's better than Martial.
Right now, but Martial at his peak far better than Calvert-Lewin has been at his peak.
Nick Albany. All jokes aside, would be nice for Jones to get subbed on with a few minutes to go at Old Trafford. And then so that's lovely, that. I like that. I like the sentiment behind it. I like what you're saying there. Let me read that again. All jokes aside, would be nice for Jones to get subbed on with a few minutes to go at Old Trafford. Worthless player, but he's still a human being after all. Worthless!
Oh, worthless player, but still love it.
How cruel that knife twist was at the end there. Yeah, it'd be nice for him to come back on, even if it's just to sort of so the fans can say, we don't hate you like you worry
Yeah,
we do.
yeah.
Because I know that people slag him off.
Be
And he
awful if
became
someone
a sort of,
started booing.
But became a symptom of a problem
know-
at United. But I do feel for him
Do
personally.
you know what? I'm going to say something that doesn't really follow with that narrative
Go on.
of I've got mental health issues, so we should all feel sorry for you.
Mm.
If you don't want to be a professional footballer, don't be a professional footballer. Quit. Because that's what Sebastian Deisler did. Sebastian Deisler was touted as the German Beckham at Bayern Munich, but he couldn't handle the pressure of being a Beckenbauer. There you go.
Is that where it came from?
He couldn't handle the pressure, so he decided to quit, and that's fair enough. Like if the game is making you unhappy, there is the option of walking away from the game.
There is, but you never walk away from people coming up to you when you're working at Quicksave saying, "Fucking hell, look who it is! Let's take a
but
video."
he's
with
not
it."
Yeah. He's got you there. He's got you.
There was that actor in an American sitcom, wasn't there? Who last year everyone was like, "He's working at fucking Walmart. Let's go in and take the piss out of it."
He's got enough money.
Yeah, Phil Jones.
Phil Jones has got enough money to never have to work again.
Yeah, that's
Look,
right.
I'm not saying that mental health isn't something that you can, you know, that you should like completely disregard or anything like that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is yeah, I get that you've had mental health issues, but without being a prick, I don't feel too sorry for you because there's an awful lot of people who have mental health issues and aren't millionaires and they have to work jobs where they can't just fucking phone it in and decide that they're not happy. They have to get up every day and they have to do it to put food on the table, and those are the people that I think deserve sympathy more than Phil Jones does, quite frankly.
I'd agree
Come
with that.
at me in the comments.
I think I'd agree with most of that. But I think you can still offer maybe slightly less sympathy than you would to someone like that, to Phil Jones.
Sure, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Anyone that feels shit, I wish they didn't feel shit, most generally speaking.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. Yeah.
Let's go through West Ham's team. We've got Areola. Any boob jokes? Anyone want to make one?
I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper, to be honest with you.
No boob jokes at all. Areola, good goalkeeper. He's played for a few, and he played PSG. Was it Real Madrid as well?
Yeah.
What did you?
Yeah, he played for Madrid, played for PSG, and played for Fulham as well. That was a high point in his career.
That was a real time for him. Then we've got Fredericks, Johnson, Diop, and Dawson. Then Masuaku, Kral, Noble.
So that's going to be a back five, isn't it?
It looks like it. I'm not entirely certain, to be honest. We'll see how they line up.
Oh, no, maybe. No, I think it'll be a back five because Masuaku's a left back,
Yeah.
Fredericks is a right back.
And then
I don't know who the hell
they
Johnson
haven't
is.
done it numbers-wise, have they? They've done it position-wise by the look of it.
Kral and Noble, and then Lanzini
Yeah.
on one side, Yarmolenko and Bowen. So who's up front for them?
Guess
Bowen.
Jared
Yeah,
Bowen. What
yeah.
is a false? He
They'll probably
fucking
show
loves,
it here, you know. They probably
He
show it.
loves doing that. Does David
Mind
Moyes?
that,
Doesn't
mind
he?
that.
Taking a winger and sticking him up
It is,
front.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
Did it with Arnautovic. Did it with Thingamajig. Did it with Antonio.
Yeah.
Loves it. I think they'll put Yarmolenko up front because physically he's the biggest person to hold the ball up and shit. Jared Bowen's a fucking, he's very slight, and Lanzini has no strength to him at all.
No.
So I think that they'll go with Yarmolenko up top.
It's really weird on the what we're watching here on Sky. They keep cutting towards Micah Richards' bowl doing bowls.
Yeah,
What's
Mark
this about?
Wright, I
Mark
think,
Wright
from
from Towie.
Towie.
And they just the Carabao Cup's there, so it's got to be something to. Is the draw happening at a bowls club in Bedfordshire?
Do you remember?
That's fucking mad.
Do you remember when Mark Wright came on against Leeds when Crawley
that's
Town
so funny.
3-0?
That was so funny, wasn't it?
And it was such shade on Bielsa, the fucking most overrated manager of all time. That
Gary Gunn.
Literally, he was like, you know what? Fuck it, you were on Towie. You can go to
Just
the pitch
have
for
a
10
game.
minutes.
Get on.
Hey, mate, is Jamie Lang around? Let's get him on as centre back. Fuck it, why not?
Michael Walter says, is Fred at passing practice? Passing should be mint today. Sancho will run through West Ham like a maze. Reminds me of a Duck's private
Not
part.
you.
No,
Interesting.
I
Not
know.
Fred.
Do you know
Oh,
what?
other Fred, he's not in.
Fair play to him, actually. That's a really good point. I think Van der Beek and Sancho have the potential to form quite a nice little partnership.
Yep. I like that. I like the sound of that as a pair, to be honest. We said we'd come back to it, so let's come back to Van der Beek now we're here. I don't want to go into the whole should be playing or whatever. Do you think this game suits him? Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah, I think that this game has got to be the opportunity for him to like sort of stand up a bit, and there's all the criticisms he gets, all the criticisms of not getting enough time on the pitch. So now there is a side that he can fit into nicely. There'll be a sense that he would want to play with the bigger players like Ronaldo and and those players that can do more. But he's got Sancho there that he can create a nice little partnership with, and if that's something that they can take into the Premier League, then that is for him to really grab that by the scruff of the neck and go, listen, this is what I can do. I can pick up the ball here, I can release there, I can drive, I can push back, I can get us into a nice defensive position if West Ham counter. He's got to tick loads of boxes today and show Ollie that, I can tick the boxes that you need for you to be comfortable with starting me in a big Premier League game. So show us you can do it, tick the boxes, and then Ollie, when it comes to picking the start 11, he's got a bit of a headache to make, and Fred, whatever you think of Fred, I'm obviously not the biggest fan of Fred, and
I thought he was all right against West Ham. It's certainly not one of his bad games. It's a crazy situation where we're one of the best teams, or we think of ourselves best team in the world, and we go, our midfielder was all right, and that's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? Like we could do better, can't we? But we'd love to have someone that was incredible every game, but
But here's the thing, though, is Van der Beek isn't competing against your likes of McTominay and Fred. We always pretend like he is, but he ain't. He's competing against your likes of Fernandes and Pogba. Those are the people that he's competing
The reason
against.
we compare him to McTominay and Fred is because he isn't going to get in ahead of Pogba and Bruno, but he might get in ahead of Fred just because of the quality there.
They're different players.
No, I agree they are.
They're different players. So look, if you... I totally get the frustration from everybody that Van der Beek is not given enough chances. I get that. This is his chance.
And he did start against young boys as well.
If he wants to come on, he has to boss this game better than Pogba or Bruno does.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
That's
to...
tough.
Exactly. But his levels to perform aren't... He has to be better than Fred because they're different players. He ain't competing against Fred. He has to be Pogba, Bruno levels. And if he's not, he can't expect to get in the team. No. And as much as that's shit, and I feel sorry for him because the lad has come in here in good faith and he's clearly not part of the project, it feels clear to me every time that we talk that he was a Pogba replacement and then Pogba never left.
I agree.
But look,
there is also a thing of at some point you have to show it.
But let's look at how he plays today. But bear in mind, he can't just be better than Fred. He has to be Pogba, Bruno levels.
Yeah.
And if he's not,
unless
then he don't get to play.
But there is a chance, and maybe obviously he's been here a year now. Maybe throughout this season, if he really thinks, right, I want to stay at United, what is the best chance of me playing for Manchester United? If he tailors his game and changes it slightly and becomes more of a Matic style, where obviously he's not going to have the physicality, but he's not about tackles every second, but he covers the ground well, he intercepts well.
Sure.
He could change his game and maybe then replace Fred.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as well, he was bought because he's a versatile player, and he can play as a 6, an 8, or a 10. But he prefers to play as an 8 or a 10, and we really need him as a 6. But like you said, he can bulk up all he wants. He can't grow 3 inches.
No.
You know what I mean? He's 6 foot maximum.
Sure, we've all tried.
He's 6 foot maximum.
Those adverts on the side of the screen.
He plays for Newcastle, doesn't he?
What, sorry?
6 foot maximum.
Hey! Should we get the stream there?
Hazim Amrin with the super chat. My first super chat. Thank you very much,
Well
Hazim.
done.
He says, always been following you lads since full-time Devils days. It's 2 a.m. in Malaysia. I'm watching you right now trying to stay up for kickoff. Good luck with that. Up the effing Reds.
What would you say? Would you read it out if at the end he went, I'm completely nude?
Oh, I'd have read it out before now if he'd have said that. I'd have read it out immediately.
How many people watching us do you think are nude? Can you put in the comments if you're completely nude right now?
Yeah, and if you aren't completely nude,
I said...
Oh, that's weird.
So-
I think that's weird.
Occasionally, if I'm not on the watch-alongs,
I don't like where this is going.
No. I'll send in super chats, knowing that they have to read them out.
some of them have got National Socialist propaganda built into them. We're not allowed to read them.
Saying nude.
No.
Someone said 70% nude. I assume, what does that mean?
Get the rest of the
I like to think that means just the fly under with a knob out.
Everything but the tip. So he's got like a little, the hood that you know the little skull cap that Jewish people wear. He's just got that on the end of his cock.
Or a thimble, depending on the size. Right. Let's go back over United's team, shall we?
Are they saying nude or not?
Someone said, I'm fertilising lawns in 19-degree heat in Orlando, Florida. Not nude. I like Florida. I've been to
fertilising lawns.
You could be nude for that.
That sounds like that means he's out having sex with the local people, doesn't it? Donny is a 6, apparently. I think he is today. Yeah. Someone said just
he
bottom
won't be
down.
to 6. Today he'll be an 8 because Matic will be the 6.
Oh, unless it's his little.
Just bottom
both of them.
down.
85. Someone said 85% now. It was only.
It'd be great if he just had a hat
70%. 100% nude now. Well done. Good stuff. Right, here's the team again. We've got Dean Henderson, Dallow, Lindelof, Bailly, and Tellez. And then we've got Matic and Van der Beek. in there, and we've got Sancho coming back in, Mata, Lingard, and Martial. Now, Mata seems to be a sort of... He's just resigned to only ever being a squad player now.
Yeah, and I think he knows that's his role. He gets some nice money. He likes the city. He's a family man, lovely guy. He probably will take his time here, cash in, maybe retire back in Spain, where I'm sure he'll love to settle down. But you just a player like him, you don't know what's going through his. As a family guy, you just don't know what's going through with his family. Maybe he's got kids who might be, graduating soon, or maybe just moving into a. I'm not saying graduate. He's not that old, is he? But I mean, like, imagine if they're in a part of their life where he doesn't want to move them about. So he's not bothered about first team football. He'll spend out his days being a squad player and doing a role that he can.
Also, as well, he's like 34 now. Where's he getting first team football? Like Besiktas or something like that.
Maybe in Spain. Maybe in a sort of mid-table Spanish
Spain,
team.
what a shit show it is over there.
Cazorla went over there and was one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, but are you asked about fucking going over and playing for Osasuna?
Well, by the sound of it, he isn't. Yeah.
No, why would you be? Do you know what I mean? It's just Spain.
It's just Spain.
But Spain's nice.
Yeah, I know, but
that's like the worst
he's going to spend the rest of his life living in Spain, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. They have the sleep midday.
I would rather they do.
What is this like?
A
this is
siesta.
1960. Yeah, you've been over there. They've got these things in the midday called siestas.
Also,
they
as
have a
well,
nap.
Tapas, little food.
I love tapas.
It's like big food, but little food.
I love tapas.
What do you think to when people call? Do you know when you go to the pub and you get like a bag of crisps and some peanuts, and people call it British tapas?
I think it's
funny or shit.
It's Yadar humour, isn't it? It's
exactly what it is.
It's the same sort of humour that somebody who wears a T-shirt that says "sex, drugs, and sausage rolls" would have.
It's exactly that.
You know, if found, please return to the pub. Do you know
I like
what I mean?
that. I've got the body of a god. Buddha.
Yeah.
Dave Webb, although Buddha's not a god. Anyway, Dave Webb says, Freddie, was you walking through Ormskirk the other day? I was driving home, going to shout out, but didn't want to look like a knob if it wasn't you.
Yes, I live in Ormskirk, so I often walk through
address?
It. What, sorry?
What's your address?
Not telling you.
What's your phone number?
I'm absolutely not telling you. I'm not going to tell you my phone number.
What's your PIN code?
Purely because
all right, what's your credit card
I have
number?
been hacked
Mother's
in the
maiden.
past.
No, you haven't.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Your house has been hacked.
In February, somebody stole my identity and hacked into all my shit. So, and it was fucking terrifying. So I shall not be on
When you
here.
say steal your identity, you just mean they like nick your credit card. They didn't
show up to the
come
Frog
in
and
and say,
Bucket.
"Honey, I'm home." They'd like shaved and got a grown a beard. And all that.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Tried to make love to your.
He cloned loads of credit cards and fucked my missus.
Yeah. That's the real top end identity theft.
Imagine if he tried to be you at the comedy store, like the Frog and Bucket or something like that. And
Really?
yeah.
Mate, I'd be more than that. As long as they pay me, I couldn't give a fuck.
Thank you.
That's a good point.
I'd love it if there was a doppelganger going around smashing gigs and I could just sit at home and watch my reputation go through the roof and also collect the paydays. I'd be more than fucking happy.
Susanoo says, "Cheers from California, lads. Love the content. Helps me get through the week."
You've after every comment, you've got to put the percent of nude you are. Has to be a criteria from now on.
Is that what we're making
Here's
this
a
now?
question for
like a live action cheap ass babe station.
3-2, 60% nude.
It's sort of an inverted babe station, isn't it? Where the people on camera are the ones encouraging the people
Fully
at home
clothed.
to get
Yeah.
naked.
Call me and I'll say.
Here's a question for you then.
Okay.
So we all know no clothes on, 100% nude, right?
Yeah.
T-shirt and top off, 50% nude.
Yeah.
And what about if just my knob out, but the rest of me is clothed?
I'd say 95.
Is that like 5% nude, or is that like
No, that's 100% nude.
you think?
Really?
So you think nudity is the percentage of your genitals that are covered?
if you right now are sat like you are, but your dick is out, I would class you as being naked.
No,
because your dick is
that's
out.
not right.
All right, okay.
What if my ass was out?
So throwing it, yeah, but
30%. Depends if it's
what, your
spread.
whole anus?
Stop now. Right. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not bending over you. You can't see me. I've got a very hairy
All right,
ass.
okay. So let's say you saw a woman walking down in the street.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is going to prove my point.
In the
There's a
streets.
woman walking down the street, right? She's fully clothed,
Yeah.
but her tits are flopping out of her top, and her fanny is just flopping out.
Flopping out.
Right?
is
She
too
would
much
get
now.
arrested for nudity, would she not?
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you and good night.
Good point. Right.
I'm not talking about this again.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Dean Henderson
Funny.
wants a loan move.
According to the fucking shit houses at the Sun.
Yeah, we ignore them. But do you reckon he's
Anything
got
to talk about?
some a leg to stand on with this? Because he's not
No.
been available, has he?
No, number one, he's not been available, and number two, oh, thank you, mate. Number
Right, chocolate for
two,
the guys.
they're in. It's not like David De Gea is fucking phoning it in. David De Gea is at the moment probably on form, playing as well as any keeper in the world. It's not. Look, if someone's playing ahead of you, and they're playing worse than you, that's a whole different problem than if someone's ahead of you and they're fucking killing it.
Interesting. I mean, Cam's spending all his time fucking getting chocolate here. What have you got there then? If you're gonna
White chocolate for the guys. No one else brought any, so we've got 2 stripes left.
white chocolate for the guys.
Fully nude. No, fully clothed.
Danny Shields I missed this before. He said apparently Phil Jones also had to have a microfracture surgery on his knee that basically involves cutting your knee to bits and forcing it to heal itself.
What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you operation-wise, Freddie? Anything mad?
Yes.
Oh God.
Do you know about my frenuloplasty?
No, is that something you get from Greg's? What happened?
So I need to have it.
So do it here. Watchalong.
So a frenuloplasty is I've basically got too much dick meat. And so what happens is you're not going to check, are you? So what happens is you need to make. I've got too much sausage and not enough casing. So whenever I get a semi, it's like, you know, when you put on a turtleneck sweater and you have to really push it over your head. That's what it's like. So a frenuloplasty is like a little zip that you basically they put you under the knife. No, it's like putting a zip in the turtleneck. So what you do is they put you under the knife. They make an incision down the shaft of your cock.
Oh my!
And then they fold the skin out, and that gives you more room. And then they stitch you back up, and then you wake up. The stitches dissolve, but you are left with a permanent scar. And I have to spend the rest of my life with a dick that looks like Frank Ribery's forehead.
I know. Get your predictions in.
Get your predictions in the comments.
Will
Freddie's penis survive the surgery?
I'm just reading.
That's one of the maddest things that's ever happened unplanned.
You've got so much dick meat.
I've got quite a lot of dick meat.
I don't like this.
Can we call the?
Is that the quintessential humble brag? That would you say?
No.
My problem is I've got too much of a knob.
No, because have you ever seen those? You ever seen those sausages that just look a bit too stubby?
Yeah.
It's not. You don't go, oh, I'd love that in my mouth.
No.
And or anus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
everyone's saying you need to get control of this, Joe. You're losing.
Right. Let's get some control here. Danny Shields says 50%. The left half is naked apparently. Also, Jamie missed one super chats. Already read that. Isaac Hobson says 93% naked, but my boss isn't happy about it. He's not even at work, but he is having an affair.
And he's a teacher.
Yes, exactly. That's very good. Man United are reportedly willing to sell Anthony Martial this summer, and the striker has never hidden his admiration for Arsenal. Those things.
He's also never declared it either.
No, those things to me are two separate things. So let's ignore the Arsenal bit.
It's like I've never hidden my admiration for blowing off a badger, but it doesn't, because I've just never mentioned it before.
Doesn't mean you want one.
Exactly.
Weirdly, I have.
So look, Here's the thing, mate. We asked this 4 weeks ago. I said, if you got a £50 million bid in for Martial, would you take it, yes or no?
Oh, yeah.
And you all went no.
No, who said no?
Joe said no.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm not sure.
You did. Head. Joe said no, and I think it was also...
Who
was it with?
Was it Adam?
I think it was Motty,
Yeah.
Oh, he's off his head, though.
I'm not sure I did say no, because in my head, I think I'd say yes.
You definitely did say no at the time.
Was it just
because we did I say if we got another striker and I'd accept it?
I don't know,
mate.
I think it was pre-Ronaldo though, so that might change things up.
Yeah, that probably does.
But look, I think that Anthony Martial is look, he's like the fucking when he's good, he's very, very good. But when he's bad, he's horrid.
Yeah, he doesn't sort of do that kind of I'm not playing well, so let me work twice as hard. That's not his motto.
When it's going well for him, what a player.
Yeah.
But when it's not going well, utter dog shit, you might as well play with 10 men.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Martial?
I just
he's
think
playing tonight, obviously. Is this a chance for him to sort of...
I mean, it really is. It's really a chance for him to be bothered or to look bothered. I think there was a bit of a period where you know, there was a time where the Jose and Martial relationship, I think, kind of ruined his career a bit. Do you remember there was a point where Jose wasn't playing him, and then there was the whole thing about the French squad and him not getting in it. He was in it at one point, and then, you know, the French team went on and did incredible stuff, and he was sort of left behind, feeling like he was sort of out on his own a bit. And
but if you don't have that
he doesn't have the. I think he lost the
Yeah,
resilience.
but
It drained out of him.
If you don't have the resilience, you don't deserve to play at the highest level ever.
Look at
Full
Luke Shaw.
stop.
Yeah, I get Luke Shaw has the resilience.
Totally.
He's now one of the best wing backs in the world. I love him to bits, but Martial just doesn't look like he's got it. Today, when he's on the ball, I want to see him driving at people because he can be quick, he can be tricky. I want to see him shooting, even if it's like just shots that just look a bit wild. Testing the keeper because one of them will go in. A bit of confidence, but I do think that if I got given a 50 million quid, I'd say go and do. Well, personally, I'd be buzzing. But I'd be like,
we're going to give you 50 million quid for Anthony Martial. I know you don't represent Manchester United.
I would love to give you 50 million quid and just see what you did with it.
I'd have a great time,
mate.
Would you? What would you? How many of these would you buy?
You just
buy
be
loads
random.
of them. But you know what the thing is? I love water parks, but I'd probably buy a water park and just so I could have it.
Now, did anyone see that was where the conversation was going? I love water parks.
But you know, if you had 50 million quid,
I can't really just.
You could just like book one out whenever you wanted to, rather than buying your own.
Why wouldn't you want to buy your own?
Because then you got to like hire staff and make sure that like there's no moss and algae and that.
Yeah, you're playing fucking theme park, aren't you?
Yeah.
But in real life.
Just go to a water park.
Yeah, just go.
What would you do? 50
Also, if
million
you've got 50 million quid, you can go to all the best water parks in the world.
So if I won 50 million quid, I reckon, first of all, I'd buy a house, and then the rest of the money will be me giving it to my friends to make them do things that they don't want to do.
Wow.
Like, how much? How much?
You just go complete tyranny.
Yeah. How much to eat an egg cup of shit? Like that sort of thing. I'll give you 10 grand. I know you've got credit card debt. I'll give you 10 grand to eat that egg cup of shit.
Shit?
Can I cook
You
it
what?
first?
Mine.
Right.
Oh,
that's one of the worst ones. That's the
That's
lowest
the worst
grade.
thing.
Would you not?
You know
Just
when
Weirdly, that's the worst
when
thing
they
you've
grade
said
it
on
like
this podcast.
Wagyu
I'd
and they look how
spend-
much fat's in it.
I'd spend literally
Very greasy.
£250,000.
Yeah.
You've got to have double D tits surgically implanted into you.
Where? Can I have them on
In
the
your
arse?
breasts.
Oh, I'll have them on the arse,
Where?
please. So I can go cycling
don't want
without
to
getting
sit
any
on
sort of
them.
chafing. Jadon Sancho,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on him so far? Actually, go on, Joe. You go for this one.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. I mean, thank you for letting me be here. I don't think I'll be coming back after this. Jadon Sancho, great guy. Just think he needs to embed himself.
Guy.
You know, I think unfortunately he's got to compete with Varane and Ronaldo for the sort of looking how comfortable they are back in the team. Well, let's not forget Ronaldo's one of the best players in the world, and Varane's just incredible at what he does. And so's Sancho, but he's not got that experience of fitting in against a group of players that are different to what he's used to. So let's give him that time, and you can see his work right there. I just had a look at him training there on the TV, and when they lost, they were doing a drill, and the ball went out, and instead of being like lackluster and just going over, he was screaming at the ball, or the trainer sorry, not the ball, get me another ball. He got it, and he was just firing ahead, and he was running. So you can see the passion is there, the work rate is definitely there, and once he starts, catching it and things start going his way a bit, I think that's when you see the best out of him. Whereas he's not Ronaldo just comes on, he can score the goals, he can tap them in, and he's world class still. But Sancho just needs that nice run of form. A couple of passes goes his way, nice runs from some strikers that just really help him just directly give him a ball and get an assist here and there. I think we get the best out of that. And let's be honest, I think the nice 75 million price tag takes away a tiny bit of pressure.
Yeah.
If he was up there for 100,
Yeah.
I think the media would be on his back
But
like
when you
that
can just
right
say
now.
we paid Pepe money for him,
Yeah.
then you can't, it's
100%.
not quite the same pressure,
Yeah.
is it? What was it? 115 million they wanted last season.
Yeah.
Then you would have been talking.
Then
about
the media, everyone would be
impact.
giving him shit. But yeah.
It's just a really easy, boring headline. Oh, this big signing hasn't immediately scored 20 goals a game, so therefore they're struggling. Fuck off. It's boring, is what it is. He's played less than 2 full matches of football in terms of minutes. He's just getting used to it. It takes players a season to get used to the Premier League sometimes, and not just average players. It takes great players a long time to get used to the Premier League. Didier Drogba in his first season fucking shite, and went on to become one of the best players that the Premier League has ever seen. Look at Kai Havertz, who was 100 million First season barely got a look in. It takes a long time, especially with attacking players as well and forward players, where you're often working off panels and patterns of play and stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to build up that understanding with your teammates. The fact that he's being judged after just a couple of games is fucking nonsense.
Yeah, it is. What are you gasping at here?
You've only got 5% battery left.
Yeah, but it's plugged in.
Needs to get up a bit more, doesn't it?
I know. Well, it started on 3 and then I turned it on, it went down to 2, but now it's back up to 5, so we're kind of on
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Bring the charge on.
Oh. I've got so many questions about dick meat.
Yeah, but...
Go for it, mate. I'm here. I'm an open book. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm raising awareness.
Oh, that's nice.
Go on. What questions have you got?
Does it smell?
Does my dick meat smell?
Right,
No.
Let's talk about fucking
No.
Jones again.
It doesn't smell. I still wash it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but,
But what? It's not rancid. I don't have rancid skin on the end of my cock.
This is why maybe we moved on at the right time before.
I'm going to have some more white chocolate.
You have some more white chocolate. Think about what you've done. Jesus. Ronaldo's not playing. No, he isn't. Can we get the team on the screen again, please? With 15 minutes to go.
How many times did you see this team?
Yeah, but people come in and out.
Oh, sorry.
It's not for us.
If you've not been here since the beginning, wow, what a roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. And if you've not been here since the last time we were talking about dick meat, that really came out of left field, didn't it? There was, amazingly, some sort of
David
intro
Boyd
to
looks
that.
funny.
He does, yeah. That's really good. That.
Okay.
He's been on the red wine, hasn't he? Right. In the net, Henderson, Dallow, Lindelof, Bailly, Shaw, Van der Beek, Matic, and then you've got Lingard, Mata, Sancho, and Martial.
Doesn't Stuart Pearce look more and more like a Karen every week?
He does actually, because he's starting to look like he's straightening his hair.
Yeah, he's got a Karen haircut now,
He
just
has.
about a short Karen haircut, and he's got the withered skin of a. I'd like to speak to the manager,
But very tanned as well, like he
Yeah.
goes on the beds. Of the players you can see on there, Freddie,
yeah.
who is the one, other than Sancho, because I think he's a first-team player, but he's
Yeah.
just not, who's the one that's the closest or the most likely to use this game to actually become a starter for the first team?
Oof, I think you have got 3 contenders there, quite
Right.
frankly.
Go on then.
I think you have got Van der Beek, I think you've got Lingard, and you think you've got Martial. So,
Henderson.
no, I think that even if Henderson has an absolute worldie today, you're not dropping David De Gea.
He was God's gift last season. Like, he was the second coming,
But
wasn't
that's
he?
because De Gea, who was at this almost like insurmountable pinnacle of goalkeeping, other than his, he didn't come out to the ball. He never came out to the ball very well. But as a shot stopper, he was basically as good as there's ever been.
Also, as well,
he dropped down, and Henderson was like, "We're about the same here." If De Gea goes back up to where he was, there's no evidence that that Henderson can be as good as De Gea used to be.
This is totally it. So look, David De Gea at his best is a 9.5 out of 10 goalkeeper. Dean Henderson at his best is a 7.5 from what we've seen of him so far. He might be able to be an 8.5. He might be able to be a 9 keeper in the future. But as of now, what we've seen of him, look at the rest of the team. Eric Bailly, we know what Bailly's about. Lindelof, we know what Lindelof is about. Tellez is a bang average left back. Let's be fair, he's bang average. But we only paid 10 million for him, so who gives a fuck? Dallow, I think he's got potential, but I don't think he's anywhere near Wan-Bissaka levels. And I still think that come the next big game that we play, it'll be Wan-Bissaka at right back.
Yeah, me too.
Matic, we all know what Matic is about. He's old, he's squad rotation. Van der Beek needs to take this opportunity.
Yeah.
Lingard, I think, needs to take this opportunity because he's had a mixed bag so far. He's either come on and looked fantastic and made the difference, or he's come on and he's cost us the game. So he needs to really impress, and so does Martial.
Yeah, I was going to say with Martial, we spoke about his temperament and that sort of thing, maybe, but I do feel a little bit for him in the fact that, basically 18 months ago or 12 months ago, just over now, he was coming off the best season of his life, 23 goals with like 0 or 1 penalties, like, genuinely what would be a 30-goal season if he's on penalties.
Yeah.
And then it went so badly wrong. Do you see a world where he comes back from this?
No, not now.
Do you not?
What's his age again? Sorry.
He's 25.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
a good way to
the
go.
thing is a flock of swallows does not a summer make. Do you know what I mean? He's had one great season. That doesn't mean he's a great player. He's to be honest with you, more often than not, he's been a striker that's averaged 10, 11 goals a season.
Yeah.
And if you can get 50 million quid for a striker that averages 10, 11 goals a season, you do it, don't you?
Yeah. I tell you what as well, speaking about Martial, just our attacking lineup is the way Ollie will deal with Rashford returning and how he'll, keep an eye on that. Same Martial is unbelievable. Lingard's unbelievable. You know, he's giving these players great opportunities to show themselves, and it could also really bite him in the backside down the line when he has all these players in fit, and then he has to bring back Rashford, who's pretty much a superstar. For United, can he? What would he do? How do you fit them all in? Does he implement him bit by bit? Does he use a game like here? If we get knocked out of the Carabao Cup tonight, you say Freddie, not too arsed, but it's a game for those players to stand up a bit, isn't it? And it's a game that you might be able to start Rashford in a game like today. Let's say we get through to the next round, and really see who can be the best that we've got, because taking a risk in a Premier League game can be.
It's a good point, and it is a good sort of, we're not in. Obviously, we could end up in the Europa League still, depending on what.
Oh, that would be rubbish.
We're not in the Europa League. We've put ourselves in a position already where we have to start winning immediately in that Champions League group, and the Premier League, obviously, every single game is huge.
Yeah,
we are in a position where this is kind of the only place, unless we get a lower league team in the FA Cup. This is really the only place where the mixture of you can get lower league teams and you don't care too much if you lose. He is right. It is a good sort of breeding ground for the fringe players to prove themselves, isn't it?
Yeah, but like I say, I want us to win the game, but I don't care if we lose.
Yeah, I get
like I want us to win the game for the sole reason that we can carry on playing these young players and bringing in, blooding them in, as it were. But if we lose, I'm not going to go ole out, because it's the Carabao Cup and our season shouldn't be defined on the Carabao Cup.
That's a good point. You can see on the screen there, paddockmerch.com. Check it out. Here's one. We've got Fernandez shirts. We've got loads of Ronaldo stuff as well. We've got all sorts on there. Rashford t-shirts. We've got Ollie t-shirts. We've got all sorts of stuff on there. Check it out. See what you fancy. And if you order 2 or more items, you get 20% off. So head to paddockmerch.com. The link is in the description if you can't remember, paddockmerch.com. But yeah, we ship worldwide as well, pretty much. So wherever you are, check it out. See if you like it. If you don't get it. If you do, get something.
I got a free t-shirt from you guys last time I was here.
Yeah.
And I liked it so much that if you wanted to give me another one, I wouldn't be upset.
Really? Do you know what? That's one of the best compliments we've ever had.
I never get one.
Well, they said don't tell Joe.
Yeah.
I said, can I have one of the hoodies? And you just laughed at me.
We didn't laugh at it. We said you get you one.
But
you need to text someone and say what you want.
But legitimately, I know that we should go on here and go.
Have this last one, please.
Right.
I know that we should go on here as a guest, and I should be like, oh, it's actually really good quality, blah, 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 blah. But I think, you all know me as a man that is more than happy to discuss the current problems with his own penis. I am somebody who is quite forthright, and I genuinely wore it and thought it was quite a nice t-shirt. I was quite happy with it. I thought the quality was better than what I was expecting.
Good, thank you very much.
I was expecting some Fruit of the Loom bullshit, but you gave me
Fruit of the Loom, mate.
proper cotton.
Get it now before Christmas. Great Christmas gift.
We're going to have some Christmas jumpers and Christmas stuff coming up as well.
Oh, we could all wear one on Christmas.
Why don't we
book out?
Day.
Why don't we book out? No, that'll be too
off your face.
Why don't we book out a day where we all spend a stream together, Christmas time?
That would be quite cool.
But like a nice Christmas watchalong, like on the 18th.
Christmas watchalong. We all might bring a little bit of snacks,
Oh yeah, cheese board.
Yeah, cheese board.
Bit of mango chutney and cream cheese.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We'll get pissed.
Yeah, mulled wine.
Nice drink. Who knows what the fuck will happen then?
Chestnuts
for charity.
Yeah, for charity.
Oh, fuck charity. Let's
Dick
just do
Meat
it
Association.
Yeah, Dick Meat, the Frenuloplasty Fund.
Yeah, that sounds lovely, that.
Repair Freddie's cock.
Little Freddie
Get
struggles.
fucking Mick Jagger. Feed the Freddie.
Do you know if that was...
Let him fuck whilst not in discomfort.
Right. 5 minutes till kick-off. Give us your score
I feel like
predictions.
I've been here since 4 this morning.
Yeah, that's because you've had a big curry and you're getting lethargic.
I need a second wind.
Do you?
I need wind.
You're like an autistic child that's going to a soft play centre.
Can we get a cup of tea?
I don't need a cup of tea.
Can I have a cup of tea, please, Callum? Sorry. I'd love a cup of tea, please.
I've got this Sprite, and I can't believe it's not got a lot of sugar in it, though.
What?
Do you want a tea?
Cup of tea?
No, thank you,
Just
mate.
tea, please.
Thank
Bit of
you.
milk, thank you. People saying 3-0. Someone said...
What's this dude's
That's a
bet?
left foot.
Someone said Louis Walsh. He hasn't said what his bet is,
Can you tell me what your bet is, mate? Because I jinxed you last time. I said it was stupid and shit.
and it worked. Yeah, get your score predictions in. We'll go around in just a second. Bruce Pitt says, watching on ESPN Plus and the watch along on my desktop. And lagers. Talk about having your cake and drinking it too. Yeah, very good. Always entertaining, informative content. Me, love you for a long time. Thank you very much. Not sure if you're allowed to say that at the end there these days. But what I will say is thank you for the compliments and watching us and all that. Someone said 110-0, which is very much a cricket score. Naruska, says 2-0. Alejandro says 4-1, 2-1 United, 2-1 United. A lot of positive predictions.
Yeah.
Joe McGrath.
I'm going to go with a nice, simple 2-0 Man United. Close the game off. Do what we need to do. I'm going to go Lingard's going to get one. And then I'm going to go with... it's going to be Van der Beek's game. It really is.
I'd love that.
He's going to take it by the scruff of the neck. He's going to storm it, and he's going to score an absolute screamer.
Do you know what?
2-0.
I'm not even messing, mate. I'd literally just put on my fucking betting app. Full-time score will be 2-0 Man United. Jesse Lingard to score first and Jadon Sancho over 0.5 assists in the match.
I'd love Jadon Sancho to get a goal or assist today. Preferably a goal because it just does stand out a bit more.
Looks like a nice busy Old Trafford
even
as well.
in the world of the appreciated assist or possibly even over-appreciated assist these days. Freddie, what's your score prediction?
I'm going with 2-0.
And you've put your money where your mouth is
I've
as
put
well,
my money
haven't you?
where my mouth is because I am a degenerate gambler.
Yeah.
I'm going with 2-0. I'm going with Jesse Lingard to score because I'm backing him because even though I've slagged him off and even though I've criticised him, he is a Man United player and I wish him all the best.
All the best.
So he's going to score first and Jadon Sancho is going to have a blinding game and get an assist. Donny van der Beek is going to do absolutely nothing wrong, but he's also not going to set the world alight. And we are going to continue to ask, why aren't we playing Donny every game forever?
I like that. Bruce Pitt says, sorry, I really like you guys. No, we like you as well. Thank
What?
you
No,
very
I
much.
like you. Why
He
was
said,
you
you are fun and funny. I don't know, but yeah,
fun and funny.
we like you.
Only
you like us.
11
It's great.
grams of sugar in the Sprite.
Oh. As opposed to what?
Well, the Coca-Cola's got a lot on it, like 50.
50 grams of sugar in a Coca-Cola, is there?
Freddie's going for a wee.
How many grams of sugar in a Coke?
18? No, it's more than
18 or more. So we've got someone who didn't know who still gave an answer. I love it when that happens.
I say 30.
Okay. Do you want to Google that and find out? The teams are coming out now. Mark Noble leading out his team.
The festival we went to, Neighbourhood Weekender, has just announced his lineup, and there's a band there called Wet Leg.
Is there? I had one of them once. Actually, you did after a night out, didn't you? Can we get to that story in a bit?
No.
Okay.
How much sugar? Carry on, sorry.
Yeah, of course. United team coming out as well. It's good to see Henderson, actually. Big fan of Dean Henderson.
39 grams.
That's a lot, isn't it?
You said 80.
He said 18 or more. So it was really the or more doing the heavy lifting on that prediction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
People saying 2-1. There are 39 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola and just 12 in a can of Sprite.
That's what I was getting
Wait,
at.
is there sweeteners as well?
No sweeteners.
You sure?
Yep.
I can see the word sweetener on there.
Yeah, but who cares?
Well, me, because I asked. And also, just because you don't care, don't mean you should lie to someone who asked you a question.
Yeah, but I didn't know. They don't have a sweeteners bit down here. They have energy, fat,
Read what that says there.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about this bit. I care about this bit. This dictates my life.
Does it?
I could have 8 of these and still be in with my sugar intake for the day.
Are you on Weight Watchers?
That's not right, is it?
Are you on Weight Watchers?
No. What are you trying to say?
Well, who's got a sugar take for the day?
Cheeky bastard.
Well, what you
Wait
on
until
about?
Freddie gets here and I tell him.
What you said?
Just asked if I was on Weight Watchers.
Wow. He said, I can have 8 of these cans of Sprite and I'm still in my sugar for the
Called
day.
us waffle.
It's fat phobia again, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
I would never do anything.
Why have you got a problem with him, Joe?
I ain't got a problem with it. So what's your amount of sugar you're allowed in a day then?
Well, no, because it says 12% here, so I'm allowed a couple more each, clearly.
Oh, I get you. You're basing it on the can.
Yeah.
I thought you had like your own separate
Here's your tea. I
journal.
wonder how many sugars in that, eh?
Oh, None, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, there's probably a bit in there. Thank you very much.
Where did you from? That's a bigger mug than normal.
I think it's pretty standard, but yeah, it's lovely. We are going to be having some Stretford Paddock mugs on the merch site very soon, actually. And other things as well. We're looking into all sorts of apparel.
Like what?
You know. Right, let's go through the teams quickly before we start again, if we can. The West Ham team is the one that I'm forgetting. We've got Areola, Diop, Dawson, Johnson, Fredericks, Noble, Kral, Masuaku, Yarmolenko, Bowen and Lanzini. And Man United's team, as you can see on the screen there. I think we match up quite well against these. They are playing with 5 at the back. Martial's got to prove something today, I think.
Yeah,
if he ever wants to get back in United's team, it has to begin tonight.
Also, I'm just throwing it out there as well, but if you said to Donny van der Beek after a year of being in the wilderness or however long it is, listen, mate, you have to get back into Man United's team, you have to boss Mark Noble. If he can't boss Mark Noble and that fucking David Luiz clone in the middle of the park, then I mean, I can't defend him. I can't defend him anymore. So... Do you know what I mean? It's a great game for Donny to step up. I think Martial needs to have a fucking blinder as well, otherwise he'll be out the door in January.
Yeah. I've taken my shoes off.
Have you? How come?
I'm that relaxed.
1% naked.
That's true. If
Nice
you're
that.
just
Still got
joining,
socks on.
we were talking about how naked you are watching us now. Let us know. You've still got the socks on.
That was the most inappropriate hair flick of all time.
Sorry.
Just how naked you all are. Flip.
I just
Yeah,
had
Harry
a
Styles.
curry burp.
Did you?
I did a curry burp as well. It's not nice, is it?
No,
like
that's nice.
Especially when you have rice and 3 and there's 3 different curries all competing for main
Fighting
taste.
each other.
Yeah, it's
Do you
fucking...
know what, Freddie? I never seen a man eat a samosa as quick as you did before.
Yeah,
Me?
it was arguably
It was a
upsetting.
quick samosa eating.
Don't give a shit, mate. I eat like it's feeding time in the orphanage.
Yeah, I love that.
Full of orphans.
Yeah, we get it. We get the reference. Lindelof. Any sympathy
my
towards
jacket.
Victor Lindelof's career?
No.
Okay.
Why
No.
would there be? Why would there be any
bad.
Well, 'cause
sympathy?
Where's he going?
He wasn't that bad.
God
What's
Christ.
that,
He's not that bad, is he?
And one of the best defenders in the world came in to replace him.
And-
Listen, mate, right, look, if I'm booked to do a fucking comedy show or whatever, and I'm booked to fucking headline a gig,
Yeah.
and then they ring up and they say...
Michael McIntyre's turned
Listen, Michael McIntyre's free. You know, you're going to have to stay at home tonight. We'll still pay you, but you have to stay at home. I go, yeah, all right, fair enough. Because it's
That's
Michael
so
McIntyre.
true.
Whereas if they say it's Jack Whitehall, I can go. You can go fuck yourself.
I was trying to pick someone that you thought that you might say that about, but then I remember you saying in the past that you have some respect for Michael McIntyre, don't you?
I do have. I have respect for every comic.
Not
that's-
respect, but you like.
Oh,
him.
I've even got respect for Jack Whitehall, who's managed to become successful despite the massive disadvantage of being privately educated and having a father that worked in show business for 40 years. You know,
I don't know how he's
it's-
managed that.
Yeah,
He's
very
really
much
done well.
against all the odds. But do you know what? I've met him on several occasions. He's actually a really nice fella. And do you know what? If I was him, then it's not like you wouldn't lean on your dad for fucking help, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
true.
your dad would be like, listen, I've got some contacts. You'd be like, no, dad, I want to do it on my own. Of course you fucking wouldn't. But look, man, I respect any comedian that's made it, that makes a fucking, that's on TV and shit, even if I don't find them funny.
Oh, here we go.
Let's
get this party started.
Rajat said,
Aye. First one, Donny van der Beek. Come on, lads.
Yeah, step up.
This team's level was Premier League team when Ollie came in. Now it's our second choice team, or third choice.
It's true.
Second choice team, I would say, playing in the League Cup. We've come a long way. Thoughts at Ollie.
It's really true.
Do you know what? Very true that, and I think we need to, we need to give more credit.
my
to
God, Tellez.
fucking hell,
Do you
lads.
remember, actually, worth mentioning, when Tellez got pulled apart against West Ham last season away from home in that first half, when Pogba scored the late winner, Tellez had a shocker of a game in that game, didn't he?
He even gets a head start on him here, Tellez.
Yeah.
Alex, Jesus Christ, that's appalling. Alex Tellez has been one of United's best ever signings.
Yeah.
Purely for the fact that it made Luke Shaw good.
Yeah. He's not been great, really, has he?
Yeah. It just made Luke Shaw go, oh shit, I better try.
Yeah, it was a catalyst to really give him a rock up the arse.
A rock?
A rocket.
A rock up the arse. In a very bizarre fucking remake of Paper, Scissors, Stone.
Yeah,
a rock up the arse.
Paper, scissors, stone.
Medieval torture device.
If this goes to penalties, I might cry.
Really? No one wants to see that. I don't
Just,
think.
the curry is just really...
Oh, lovely little play by Nemanja Matic there, just walking
Here we
through
go.
the middle of the park.
Nice. If I place myself here, I look like
I'm watching Donny van der Beek here, right? And I was watching him there. He's quite static in the middle of the park. I want him to, if he's playing as an 8, I want him to be pushing up. Look, he's just there.
I think he's playing deep with alongside Matic, isn't he?
So he's playing
playing 2 6s against West Ham?
I mean, positionally, it looks like it at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's very interesting, though, that, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. Nice. Nice.
To be fair, that is quite similar to what he does with Fred and McSauce, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like he's just pulled them out and put these two in.
Yeah.
It's a good bit of play.
Good bit of play. Actually. Come on, Matt. Let's get a goal. Oh, nice little play.
Corner ball.
Corner ball.
It's just,
Last time we were all in, we won 5-1.
It's a goal kick.
Was it 5-1?
Who was it?
Leeds.
Forgot about that. It was a good day.
Great day.
That was a great day, wasn't it? That was the day when Luke Ayling scored that absolute fucking rocket from 30 yards. And he went, yeah, and really screamed at the Leeds fans. And then we went 3-1 up within about 3 minutes. And they kept zooming into Luke Ayling's stupid face as he realised that he just celebrated 40 minutes before the end of full time.
Yeah, not good.
You big Yorkshire dildo.
Nice.
Wow. Where are dildos actually made?
Yorkshire.
Everywhere.
Yeah. The dildo factory.
Yeah.
Well, they're not. They don't grow them, do they?
There's got to be a place.
Wildly occurring.
There's got to be a place where they make
dildos, free-range dildos.
They're not locally sourced, are they?
Yes.
Where do you think a dildo's made?
At a dildo factory.
Yeah.
Google dildo factory.
No, it'll be made in China for fuck all. They're made out of silicon and they'll be shipped over here in a big fucking cargo ship full of dildos. Imagine if that crashed in the sea and there were loads of dolphins with the blowholes plugged up.
Going on the beach, cleaning them off like penguins and stuff.
Yeah, unplugging them.
Yeah.
All right, I've got to do it. I'm going to search where a dildo's made.
I think you're going to be massively sort of unsurprised.
Everywhere, not just in one. It's not like champagne that can only be made in one region in France.
Feta.
Yeah, exactly. It's not trademarked. It's just a dildo.
More than 70% of dildos are made in China.
Yeah, see, called it.
But a lot of them are made in North Hollywood.
Yeah, again, makes sense, doesn't it?
No, what I'm getting at, there's no dildos made in the UK.
Yes, there is. Of course there is.
Right, then find me a factory.
Right, okay, just tap in Dildo Factory UK.
Okay.
Something will come up.
Mindcracker says, do you guys think Dallo can take the starting right back job with some good performances, or do you think Wan-Bissaka is necessary for our system?
Yeah, I don't think he's good enough defensively, is Diego Dallo. Maybe he'll be able to come in and grab some game time against your likes of Norwich or Brentford or a team that was supposed to dominate. But I think Wan-Bissaka, even though I don't think he started this season particularly well, I think he's still head and shoulders above Dallo. Because bear in mind, Dallo, for the first half of the season, last season at AC Milan, was a fucking disaster. Yeah. And they thought he was shy.
And I thought Wan-Bissaka was good against West Ham actually the other day. I thought it was his best performance of the season by a mile.
I've got news. There's only my god.
Oh, that's fucked us. That what is going on here?
Absolute.
They had a shot that was going wide. Bai blocked it. Then it went back to their player and Bai blocked it again.
That's crazy.
He's absolute. Eric Bailly's absolute panic stations.
Yes,
he doesn't.
I play football like him.
Calmness.
Dildos are made in only one place in the UK. Can anyone guess?
Leeds.
No.
I'm gonna guess Oswestry.
Battersea.
No. I'm gonna say south.
All right, south. Milton Keynes.
No.
Further south.
Further south than that.
Bournemouth.
No, it is Cornwall. Really? The only place that makes adult toys in the UK.
Dildos and pasties. That's what my shop's going to sell.
That sounds good.
We're going to sell Cornish pasties and Cornish twat bashers.
Okay. Twat bashers. You said it.
I've not heard that as a term before.
I've never. Why are West Ham all over us?
They're doing all right, aren't they, West Ham?
We're getting twat bashed. What did you call it?
Twat basher.
Someone said, what is the time delay on the broadcast? What is the time on the clock for you? The time on the clock is the one that's on the screen down there. That's synced up with the TV we're watching.
Do you know what? Speaking about representation for my condition, there should be more dildos with little scars down the side. Or there should be more dildos that are just about to go in for their frenuloplasty, and every time you get the dildo hard, it goes, like that.
Oh.
Bit of ibuprofen.
Makes a noise.
Ow. Like that. It goes, like that.
That's bad.
Nah, man, it's only pain, isn't it?
It's only pain. How long has this been a problem for you?
You are sorry?
How long's this been a thing? Is this like a lifelong thing? Or is
No,
just
it just got gradually worse.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Is I once got a blowy off a girl with a tongue piercing in Edinburgh, and
Oh, fucking hell. West Ham are winning. We've just been picked apart. Whilst I heard
It's been a
Freddie Quinn
it's
talk
been a
about
shocking
having a
start,
fucking
to be honest.
blowjob. This is awful.
It's been a shocking start. West Ham have been all over us.
wow.
And they're 1-0 up already.
And you know what as well? When people timestamp in the comments the goals, I'll be talking about getting a blowjob off a girl with a tongue stud. And she nicked it and there's blood everywhere.
Oh. I don't know what's worse.
Christ.
And even that wasn't as painful to watch as that defending. Look
that
at the
was
awful.
fucking state of
Tell
that.
us.
This is
just
what, and
gets
what you're saying.
absolutely
You
turned
give me,
down.
oh, God.
Who gets fucking mugged off here? Is it Sancho?
Tell us.
They finished 9th, this team,
Tell us.
Yeah.
so far.
Tellers gets mugged off. Everyone leaves Lanzee in the middle. Look at this Tellers here. Just too easy.
That's shocking.
Oh, my God.
That's
easy.
absolutely
Oh, my
shocking.
God. Awful. Embarrassing. And you said these finished 7th, you were giving it out before. Better than Everton.
It's also 9 minutes in, isn't it? You're being a bit of a...
Trying to fish.
Van der Beek as well, apparently not tracking his man. Donny got drawn out. There's about 5 men on the near post and not one person in the centre of the box there.
That was
Just
really bad.
shocking.
He's down. Joe, you ever cut your penis?
I'm not getting into that. Yeah, obviously. Who hasn't?
You haven't.
You must have.
No, I've done it. I think I've done, whilst playing a game of rugby, I accidentally twisted the ball.
Oh, God.
That's not...
Twisted a bollock.
not
It was a cut.
Did you used to play rugby a lot growing up?
No, I did during the team at Salford Uni. Played a couple of games before. This isn't for me. One of them was getting my balls twisted.
Really?
Yeah.
By a hand or just by physics?
I was at the bottom of a ruck.
Right.
And when everyone got up from the ruck, these big lads just didn't care where to put their hands. They didn't see me, and one of them got themselves up whilst leaning on my testicles, causing them to have some sort of rupture. Ended up at Salford Royal.
How badly did that hurt out of 10?
Really, really badly. But the pain didn't come till later on in the day when I was at a all-night Halloween party at 42's.
What were you dressed as when you were in that hospital? Because that's all.
I think I was just
a plum tree.
Yeah.
I think I was Frankenstein.
Yeah. That was Frankenstein's monster that night, wasn't it? Your big swollen bollocks.
Am I right?
Doesn't want to have a Wankenstein.
And then I was pissing blood.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, your story next, please, Joe.
Oh, just shaving or putting in a
Shaving.
Putting it in.
Here we go.
The end of your dick.
Yeah, or putting it in a tin of sardines, pretend it's a little fish.
And do you know
Nicking
what?
on
That's
the
why
edge.
Manscaped came along and saved the day.
They did.
And you can get 20% off code Paddock at manscaped.com.
I'm glad that wasn't a real advertisement because that was the laziest.
Would you ever just say it now and again?
Yeah, because I don't get fucking paid, do I? So.
That's true, actually.
Oh, good lad, Donny.
Yeah, did well.
That was all right.
Well
Oh,
done.
here we go, Donny. Here we go. Nice. Spread it on the wide. Get in the ball. Get in the box. Get in the box. Oh.
Can we start calling him Donald? I just feel like Donald van der Beek is.
Oh,
That's
then
nice.
God's
nice.
fuming.
Sounds like a billionaire when you call it
look.
Donald.
Let's have a look. That's
Oh, the dirty bastard.
drags him down.
Noble.
Watch.
Noble
Watch.
fuming.
Watch.
Oh.
He's dragged him down.
Oh, my
given
God.
it.
So
Is there VAR
why?
here?
So why is there
No
no?
VAR, I don't think there is in the Carabao.
Oh God, it's the Carabao Cup, innit?
You can't afford it.
We do things differently.
Baye's won a header.
Oh!
What a fucking save that is. Or did it hit the cross? No, it must have been the
Matt,
crossbar.
Bailly's holding his head in the box. Surely we have to stop this.
Nah, fuck it, it's near it by worst case scenario. We've knocked some sense into him.
What's Bailly's on the floor?
Do you know what, as
Head
well?
injury.
Do you know what's incredible? Is Bailly could play with a concussion and no one would know. Like literally, just be like, "That's just Eric Bailly, innit?"
Oh, you got a clatter there.
Is that not a penalty in itself?
Christ. I mean, and that Matter shot is unbelievable. The swerve
Is this
on that.
not? How's that not a fucking foul? You just punched him in the head.
Come.
Or he hit the bar.
Go on.
He hit the bar, I think.
Yeah, it must have because the way it bounced back out, it can't have hit his hand. It would have flicked it over if it was his hand, wouldn't it?
Have we got any super chats?
Yes.
Why?
Someone's calling someone Jay, but I guess he means Freddie. Dave Lewis says Jay. Jay's not here today.
Yeah.
Do you rate comedian Theo Von?
I do really like Theo Von. I think he's very funny. I'm not Jay. I know that we look very similar. You know, obviously we're both, you know, bald, clean-shaven, mixed-race men. So obviously you've...
Here we go.
A lot of similarities there. Sancho!
Oh, unlucky. No, I rate him. Theo Von's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that about? Why did someone ask that?
Definitely like to watch him. Theo Von's a great comedian.
I went to watch him in
Why
Manchester the other
watch
month.
somebody what?
Have you sent something in?
No, I've not sent anything in.
Oh, because you were like, has anyone sent a super chat?
Oh, no. I was
You've
just
done one of
like
your
trying to
little
be...
tricks again.
I was trying to be professional.
Oh, Freddie, why are you so handsome?
No, sorry, my headphones were just a bit loud, so I asked for them to be turned down, but I didn't want to make a big scene of it. But it ended up being an even bigger scene.
My headphones were buzzing a bit. Was that what you were complaining about?
Yeah, just a lot going on in the
Nice.
old ear holes.
Eric, bye.
Is anyone on a curry fart yet? Just admit it before you do it.
No,
Before
I've
you
not.
do it.
I'm pretty good at the moment, to be honest with
I'm
you.
all right. I feel locked in, tight.
I feel like on the drive home, I'm going to have to pull over somewhere.
Do you? What, and what you're saying is doing a poo on the road?
As opposed to doing a shit here where there are toilets.
Yeah, because you already know that poo's on the way. It's not like you live 6 hours away, is it?
I'll just
No, it's
fucking
about you
do
live
one here
15 minutes away from here.
then. Yeah, all right. I'll try before we go.
But if not,
What's his parents
what
evening?
he's already absolutely certain to the point where I think it might be a fetish that 15 minutes is the window where he will have to go. I think you want that to be the 15
Do you know
minutes.
who had a poo fetish?
Okay. JFK.
John McAfee.
Yeah, he did.
Well, the guy
shoot!
you-
I'll tell you
your
what.
left foot, man.
I'll tell you what. He has to be doing better than that.
Use your
he
fucking
has to be.
left.
He has to be doing better there, Anthony Martial. Look at this.
How have you not got a shot on target from there? You're
Lovely-
inside the 6-yard box. This
Lovely
is
little
brilliant.
link-up play, and then excellent work by. Is that Diego Dallo?
You've got to be having a shot on target.
You've got
there.
to be scoring from there.
Well,
It's Matic.
that's not
That's
even on
dreadful.
target. That's not even on
Was he
target.
trying to get it to...
Don't
Oh,
care.
God.
He can't be. You're in the 6-yard box. You have to shoot. And you have
Dreadful.
to use your left foot.
The one thing you can
Absolutely
say is that
dreadful.
there's been a good bit of fight back from this team.
Been very end to end.
So maybe they would come 11th or 12th.
It's a good. Excuse me. It's a good, fucking exciting game, innit? And what I like is that he's going off. What I like is that we haven't just sort of allowed it to be a game where West Ham
I'm
have
not
scored.
doing
and West
any.
Ham
I'm
are
just
on
like.
top.
I'm just sitting
you're up
back,
to
Joe.
something.
Joe, I'm just sitting back. That's all.
What's David Moyes saying?
You don't need to worry, Joe. I'm not doing anything.
Oh,
I'm actually not doing anything. I'm
he's
just.
bland, don't
I
you?
think
Just
he's
making
keeps
power.
Why are you so sort of?
Do you want to go to the super chat?
No,
edgy
I'm
around
just
him.
genuinely. I'm just sitting back. That's it.
Dave
I've got a
Lewis
fart coming.
said, "Sorry, Freddie. I think he's the one that called you Jay."
That's all right,
He said,
mate.
I typed that as our defence had their pants pulled down.
Oh!
What about the Scouse hot water comedian? Rate Paul something.
Paul Smith. He's one of my very best friends.
I know.
I'm actually going on his stag do in March next year.
Amazing.
We literally just booked it
Oh, class.
today. We're going to a
living it.
castle in the middle of fucking Scotland somewhere.
Oh, that sounds...
He's a
What's
really
that
nice
guy
bloke,
did,
is
by the
Paul.
way?
Very nice fella, and I wish him all the success. And he's very funny and very talented. What's happening here? What we
It's kind of like something's happened on the pitch.
Yeah, we were seeing weird shots of the goal with no one in it, rather than seeing what's going on.
Oh, there's definitely been a sub.
Yeah, Fredericks is gone off, but
Fredericks
he's walked
for-
off. He's not like. Do you know sometimes when they don't show something
Yeah,
because someone's
yeah, yeah.
injured?
It's
it
very
almost
much
had that
kind of
feel
like...
to it.
everyone's favourite knobhead, Vladimir Koufal's coming on. Sorry, Soufal. I hate him. He's such a fucking shithouse, isn't he?
I think that was a penalty, the one he gave away as well. You know. I think
Nah,
they both were.
look, here's the thing, right? Is it was a pen,
Yeah.
but I can see why it's not been given because I hate those sort of penalties. Because Ronaldo manufactured that penalty. That was a great touch.
Yeah.
But
And
look,
ball ref.
Referee.
I've been screaming about Mo Salah doing that exact same thing for 3 years.
Hmm.
So, do you know what I mean? Like, look, at the time I thought penalty, but the more you see it, the more you understand what Ronaldo's done.
Yeah, you think he's ran across the line to try and get a foul there?
Cheeky
Well, look,
boys.
Soufal puts his leg out, realises he's in no man's land, and before he has a chance to retract it, Ronaldo's already into it and over.
I still think that's a penalty, though. If you put your leg out and you don't get the ball and you get the man, whether they've sort
Yeah,
of
but it's
encouraged
about-
that contact or not, I still think that's a
Yeah,
foul.
but I think that if you put your leg out and don't get the ball and then the player runs into your leg, I think it's a different kettle of fish than fouling someone.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between fouling someone and a player being clever enough to manufacture a foul to get a penalty. And I just, look, I think it's the letter of the law. It is a penalty, but I think I can see why it's not given. Whereas the Zuma one, you won't see a more solid penalty ever.
Because he's so out of control with that tackle. It's like his legs are completely apart. He's diving in, he's off the ground, and he does get nothing of the ball. And his legs are across Ronaldo's path. There's no question Ronaldo ran across him, is there?
There's nobody who watches football even to what is fucking Eric Bailly doing?
Do you know what he's doing? And this is what he does every game.
What is he doing?
He's doing everything. Because that's what he always does. He's heading it, he's running out with it, he's kicking, he's shooting.
Do you think he runs that Twitter page, the out of context Eric Bailly?
Yeah.
So he's just providing himself with more content, trying to get more followers.
But he's just tried to take on 6 players and lost the ball.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we all laugh and go, Eric Bailly's a fucking laugh, isn't he? If that was Fred, honestly, the fucking knives would be out.
Yeah, true.
Noble.
No.
He needs to chill out, Donny Noble.
We do hold players to such different fucking standards depending on whether or not we like them.
But I suppose also the standards are being governed by the fact that Bailly is a understood squad player and Fred plays every week.
Yeah, but that's not Fred's fault, is it?
No, but you hold the standard of a first-team player. You hold a first-team player to a higher standard than you do a squad player, regardless of whether it's up to them that they play or not.
I don't know about that, because if you ask, like...
there's nothing there.
Go on then, sorry, Freddie.
Wowee. Mark Noble's a fucking twat, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a fucking... Mark Noble looks like he voted for Brexit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think he is Brexit, isn't he?
Well, I would be...
Smell like it.
Only way that he has chance of staying in the fucking team.
What a game.
Let's have a look at this here. Do you know what? Martial's looked lively.
He has. I'd love him.
Go on then. Still shit, isn't he?
Don't be like that.
I can look lively here.
You two have got little brother, big brother vibes.
Who's the big brother?
Joe.
Martial's great. Was he a basketball player?
What? Oh, doing
Should
some...
I keep it above the ground?
Is that what basketball players do?
Notoriously, the thing with basketball is you never let the ball touch the floor.
Yeah. He was like
Not the exact opposite
Try
of that.
try and keep it above the ground.
You just see the ball like being
Do you mean
tapped
volleyball?
Yes, he does.
Baby.
Yeah. Do you not know the difference between basketball and volleyball?
He basically kept the ball.
They've both got a ball in the
In
net.
your head, are they playing this game on sand? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's volleyball.
It's either volleyball or triple jump.
You couldn't do basketball on sand, could you?
No, you couldn't.
Absolutely not.
You couldn't.
Famously.
Do you know what? I'd
How
actually.
was your brew?
Really good. Top quality. Thanks.
Sound like you were lying.
No. Really good. Really good, yeah. Shane McGovern, member for 10 months. Thank you very much, Shane.
What does that mean?
It means he's been a member, and Stretford Paddock have been bleeding him dry with excellent content.
What do you mean? It's his birthday.
Yeah, because it's obviously famously 50 grand a month to be a member. No, thank you very much, Shane.
So is it like a members on YouTube?
Yeah,
so you get a bit more extra content. You get a discount in the merch store. We do different things for the members. There, that's what we do.
If anyone, can I start that for my? Can I start that for my?
You need to be monetised. You need to be monetised.
Someone get my hours up.
I got monetised today on Pigoted.
How have you got
podcast.
monetised? I'm still falling behind.
Because I'm successful.
Yeah, Freddie's really successful. Freddie's TikTok famous, you know that, don't you?
I do. I know.
No, I'm not. Behave.
He is. How many followers you got on there? Like 260,000 or something?
That's a lot of followers.
Slightly over 300k, but I've not checked it.
It's gone up a lot in the
last
time.
time.
That's gone up a lot.
The last time I did it was about a week ago. I put a video on about Shamima Begum.
And if you want to see that or any opinions on that, they won't be on this channel. They'll be on.
Do you know what?
Freddie on TikTok.
So my whole thing is that I want Shamima Begum to come back.
Right.
Not for like political reasons, just because I think it'd be funny banter.
Right.
Because she's famous now. She's a famous person.
You could see her on Celebrity Bake Off, couldn't you?
You would like. Well, look. Here's the thing: is you would recognise Shamima Begum in the street, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And people would go up to her and they'd harass her and they'd want pictures and stuff. And it'd get to the point where if she ever wanted to leave the house in public, she'd have to wear something.
No, right.
To hide her
Shane
face.
McGovern says would gladly accept a 2-footed challenge on Mark Knobhead. Hate that. See you guy later.
Can you plug my? Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, pass it here. I'll plug it. What is it?
Come on, what is it?
Are you music news? It's my music.
Let's have a look.
Music. I just.
Let's have a look here.
What is it? TikTok page.
Don't do anything.
Are you music
It's a big
news?
fucking. It's a
What are you
big.
doing?
It's a
I'm gonna
big
do my
car
own-
boot sale. This show. Isn't
Can
it?
I?
Do Just
Can I do my own TikTok
what you've
on
got
here?
for 2
No.
hours?
Can I just do it and say hello?
Yeah.
Treat this place like a fucking car boot.
Oh, I
sale,
did. Can I? No, let me wait until I can think of something funny that might get you
No,
cancelled.
yeah.
Oh.
No, don't. You fucking trying us all cancelled.
What's Are You Music News? What is it?
So it's I like talking about music, so I'll just create my own little music TikTok.
Do you know what, mate? I
tunes.
listen to about 6 musicians and that's it.
Hey.
I'm really not into it. Aerosmith.
Jesus.
Has he got an album?
Jesus. I listen to Jesus as well.
Love his earlier stuff.
Yeah. He's not come out with something in a while though, has he?
No.
What else? Guns N' Roses. I like Guns N' Roses.
Nice.
Okay.
Quite like My Chemical Romance.
Is this a real list? This isn't a real list, is it? You're messing about, aren't you? This is a joke.
Big fan of Dusty Springfield.
I hope this actually isn't a joke because I like Dusty
I
Springfield.
like My Chemical
This
Romance.
isn't real, is it?
Steps.
Right,
No,
okay,
sure,
there we
right.
go.
You've gone past 6 here. My Chemical Romance, Aerosmith, Steps.
Aerosniffs. That's when you go
Aerosmith.
into a shop and sniff the chocolate bars with the holes in it. Can I just have a few Aerosniffs? Come on.
What?
My Chemical. Who do you like?
No, I'm just talking about Freddie's 6 artists.
But they're not real, were they?
Well, they were real until I said My Chemical Romance and he started laughing and then I was like, maybe I should start making some up.
No. I just didn't see My Chemical Romance going.
This is the first time.
Like
This might be
I
the first
really
time
like
I've ever seen Freddie show a shred.
No, I really
of
like My
embarrassment.
Chemical Romance. I went to
I'm not bothered.
Becky's really into a girl's really
Who's
into it. I went
Becky?
to an emo night at the Ritz the other day. Went to an emo. It was great.
Becky's really into emo night.
Yeah, he doesn't know Becky's, and neither does anyone at home.
fun. The
But she had to be
Ritz-
back in time to do her homework, didn't she?
No. She's older than me. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
I really like that. She's older than I am. I used to go to Fifth Ave in Manchester
Nice,
and
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
rave it out and fucking punch people in the back of the head and stuff.
Nice.
Loads of fun.
Nice thing to do. So, your favourite bands are Aerosmith, My Chemical Romance,
Yeah, Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Janis Joplin.
Yeah, I like Janis Joplin.
Christ, who else? It might need be 4. Oh, Elton John. I really like Elton John. Yeah, I really like
He's
Elton
good.
John.
He's good.
What a bag that is.
Do you know what? I actually got a notification last year on Spotify to say that I was one of the top 1% of Elton John fans.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
But you're not competing with many on Spotify, are they?
What,
Why?
sorry?
You're not competing with many Elton John fans on Spotify, are you?
Explain you're working out.
Well, I don't know. Not many people
Are you
above
saying
50
that?
have
Are you
Elton
saying
John,
that
have some
gay
Spotify.
people don't use Spotify?
No,
Is that what
no,
this is?
I'm fucking talking about age.
'Cause they're all on
Elton John's got
Grindr.
A lot of plus 50 fans.
Has he?
Yeah, of course he has.
Of course he has.
He's been going since the
Has he?
60s.
Christ, I didn't think gay people live that long.
Right, that's the opinion of Freddie Quinn, and not the opinion of maybe anyone else in the world, actually. And actually,
And who else? Well, like I've got one more, haven't I?
do you really like My Chemical Romance enough to list them third in your top 5 bands?
Yes, I do.
That's good.
Oh, what a shot!
Joe's Kindle says Robert Webb's doing Strictly Come Dancing. Is he actually?
Yeah.
What, from Mitchell and Webb from Peep Show?
Yeah.
That's tough, isn't it?
Wow.
I'm surprised at that because in my head he's got a. Don't know.
Yeah, but you get good whack for Strictly, don't you?
I know,
And
but
where
there
did
is
he
a
come
sort of
from?
a thingy, isn't there, to it?
I can feel the bowels are going.
He don't,
in.
surely Robert Webb should feel enough like he's respected as an artist that he shouldn't
Yeah.
have to degrade himself.
Yeah, at least they did 9 series of Peep Show, and it's like critically and commercially loved.
Wasn't massively keen on Peep Show, you know.
No, but either way, it's hugely popular,
Oh!
isn't it?
Yeah. I don't really like British sitcoms, to be honest with you.
Do you not?
Oh, mate, I tell you what I'm watching at the moment. It's fucking class on Netflix. Squid Game.
Right, don't say anything about it because I'm meant to be starting
I'm
that
gonna
tomorrow.
Start it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is fucking
Yeah,
Is it good?
I saw the
brilliant.
trailer for it. It's fucking wild.
It's
though.
amazing.
Okay.
It's like it's like Battle Royale. Have you ever seen Battle Royale?
Yeah. The
No,
Fly.
but I know what? No, but I know the format.
I'm gonna fart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
loads of people coming down to one.
but it's kind of got a weird sort of cap. That was horrific.
That it wasn't even that bad. The reason it annoys me that is because it sounds like a fart box fart. Do you know
Yeah.
the like canned ones that have been doing the rounds for 30 years in like a BBC like sound effects studio? It just
Mate,
went doink.
It sounded like Donald Duck coughing.
This is all your fault.
No, it's not my
It
fault.
fucking is.
We were going for pizza, and you were the
No.
one that kept saying, "Let's go this and that. Let's go this and that." Right? Someone said it's a totally fake fart.
That was
No, it's not. Believe me, I'm sat next to it.
I'm sat inside it.
Why don't we do a competition? Who can do the most farts by the end of the...
That's not a competition.
I'm 1-0 up.
Who wins? What do you win?
What do you win?
Soiled underwear. You win your girlfriend
Shitted
shaking
boxers.
her head as she washes your pants. I imagine your boxers are an absolute picture at the end of the day, even on a non-curry day.
Fucking Jackson Pollock
If
picture.
it's above 22 degrees, maybe.
Yeah.
That was a very clever joke from me, and
Yeah,
I feel like
it.
I don't know what you're
I feel like he got
Jackson
sa-
Pollock's the one that does like
drip
splash
art,
painting, and
drip
drips
artistry.
and yeah.
He's
I'm not too
an abstract
educated on that.
impressionist from America.
Fucking hell.
You know, Jackson, you didn't recognise his stuff if you saw
Would
it.
I recognise his stuff?
He's
Of
one
course
of the
you
most famous
recognise
artists of the
biggest-
20th century.
Oh, really?
Yeah. mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You'd recognise Jackson Pollock. If you saw Jackson Pollock, you'd recognise it.
Yeah.
Name me 3 other famous 20th century artists. Not you.
Okay.
You're clever.
Van Gogh.
20th century.
Oh, 20th century.
He's a dickhead. Isn't
Here's
here,
one then.
right?
Here's one then. In with the drippy stuff.
What's him with
You've
the
just
drippy
said it.
The
stuff?
clocks. Dali. Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali's
He's
one.
20th
Salvador
century.
Dali?
Yeah, he's 20th century.
Here's
and
here's
so
a fun
so
fact.
is Picasso. There
Here's
you go.
a-
No,
yeah.
Picasso's not.
Yes, he is.
Picasso is.
When was he born?
I don't know, but maybe in the 1800s.
Well,
but
Picasso
he's
was born in the late.
Oh.
Picasso was born in the late 1800s.
Yeah, but
and,
his work was made
yeah,
on the
he's,
century.
well,
You're
most
not
of his
allowing
work
that.
was done in the 20th century,
sure.
and arguably he produced his most seminal works during the 20th century.
Lovely.
So you would.
Here's
give him
another
that.
one. Ask me that same question again.
20th century artists. Let's go.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Christ,
Yeah,
we're not going for Warhol then, no.
No, I don't like
Not
it.
fancying him.
Warhorse?
Yes, fucking hell. Yes, Warhorse. That's a famous artist.
It's a play, isn't it?
Jonathan Warhorse.
Warhorse.
Yeah, that's Freddie's cheating, by the way, because he is a teacher.
Taught art.
Yeah, I used to be an English teacher. We didn't teach fucking Guernica.
Freddie's
did we?
cheating because he knows stuff.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that
That's
is
not
that is
right.
that is
Did
a
you ever
cheat.
go-
Although I did name
You'll get
3
kicked
20th
out.
century
Yeah,
artists.
but they're all
You'll
shit.
get kicked out of a pub quiz for that, you know.
for knowing stuff.
Knowing stuff.
Yeah, you're not allowed. Go on then, you name one. Tracy Emin. There's 4.
No, I was going to say Tracy Emin, so I'm going to that one.
Okay.
What's Tracy Emin's most famous?
Roald Dahl.
What's Tracy Emin's most famous piece?
I know that one.
Go on then.
What's
About
it
the
called?
bed. The bed.
Yeah, but what's it called?
The Undone Bed.
No.
Scruffy fuckers.
Scruffy Fuckers. Yes, it's called Scruffy Fuckers by
You
Tracy
tell me that
Emin.
Roald Dahl did draw the
it's-
twits?
No, he didn't, you
Francis Bacon.
fucking nonce. That's Quentin Blake.
I've got one. Stanley with his cartoons.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Stanley what?
Stanley.
Stanley Lee, probably.
Stanley.
Yeah, Quentin Blake's who you're thinking of.
Yeah, you're thinking of
What, for the
Quentin Blake.
twits?
Yeah,
he
Quentin Blake.
didn't. Roald Dahl didn't draw them drawings. Oh dear God.
Yeah, but they're fucking consistent, aren't they? Someone must have.
Someone must have drawn them. We're not doubting that they do exist.
Yeah, obviously the other options that would be they drew themselves.
Yeah, or they aren't, or they don't even actually exist.
Fucking Lord above.
The game.
Tracy Emin's My Bed, by the way, was
go.
actually her staying in that bed for about 2 weeks, midway through depression. And so that's what it was. It was in a depressive state, and yeah, it's actually commonly cited as something that is like, oh, this isn't even art, but actually it's fantastic.
See
This Watchalong wouldn't cheer up much, would it?
why?
Dick meat.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
cheer up. What's your favourite dessert anyway?
Probably like a now cookie dough. Really like warm cookie
Now
dough.
cookie dough. Now that's what I call cookie dough.
Cookie dough, white chocolate, bit of Nutella on there, and a nice cold bit of ice cream.
I hate cookie
I
dough.
like the we all like the combination of cold and hot on my tongue.
I think
Nom,
cookie
nom,
dough
nom,
is
nom.
arguably
Shut
the
up.
worst
No, it's
thing.
not. It's not.
It's just sugar in a slightly
What are you
stodgy
having then? What are you
form.
having?
Probably just panna cotta or something.
Oh, I tell you what is a good dessert.
No, that's something that your nan has.
No,
for
it's
fucking-
not actually that. I like
Panna cotta.
a cheese board.
Fuck off.
If
That's
poss.
not a dessert.
It is.
It's not a dessert.
on the dessert
Cheese
menu,
board's not a
isn't it?
dessert.
A
It's
cheese
not
board
dessert.
is a cheese board is the dessert of choice for a woman that's just been dumped.
Yeah, and I have just been dumped.
Cheese
Have you?
board is not a dessert. What about? What was I going to say then? Right when you go to an Italian,
Yeah.
And you get
This
the-
is Carabao Cup for you, isn't it?
And
We
you
know.
get-
For anyone who's this is their first ever watch along, we normally talk about the game a lot more than this. But because it's the Carabao Cup, we're allowing ourselves a little bit of time to relax and enjoy ourselves.
You get the vanilla ice cream. You get a shot of espresso and what them biscuits called?
affogato it's called, isn't it?
Affogato.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, why don't you remember and then tell me what the
it's
biscuit
nice.
is?
Affogato.
Is it biscotti?
Biscotti. I like it.
Do you like it?
I like biscotti. I like anything to do with Biscoff, to be honest with you. I think it's nice. I'm not really a dessert person, me. I can take or leave it. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Sometimes I just have a spoon of Nutella.
Do you? What, just randomly throughout the day?
For dessert, that is
When
nice.
I was a kid, I used to do this
Just
thing.
like walking past the kitchen, you just get a spoonful of Nutella out and lick it. Fucking Lord above.
20% nude.
I used to do this thing where I'd get a big spoon of peanut butter and then dip it in the sugar bowl and then put it in the freezer
sugar
and then
bowl?
put it in the freezer and then have that the next day.
Crazy.
Is that the shittest ice lolly of all
Who
time?
taught you that?
I don't really know.
That's the kind of thing that, again, going back to it, like an orphan child would have.
Yeah,
to
that's.
do.
I agree with that. That's very sort of taught yourself how to make ice cream, isn't it?
Yeah.
As a kid.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, just peanut butter with some sugar on it.
But mister, I always thought ice cream was peanut butter and sugar that had been put in the fridge for a day.
Freezer, but yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
almighty.
I had
it's nice.
overnight.
Did your parents never fucking ask why there was spoonfuls of peanut butter and sugar
No,
in the
you had
fucking
it.
fridge?
No, because you'd have it. You wouldn't. What the plan would be to leave it in for a day. But obviously, as a kid, you get excited and then you end up having it about.
Yeah, but
half
did
four.
your mum never open the fridge and go, "Oh, what fucking dildo's done this?
Yeah.
Why is there a fucking
One from
spoonful
Cornwall.
of peanut butter in
Mum-
my pissing fridge?"
My mum was a lot less angry and abusive than you.
Get the kids in.
Seems to
Hey, you fucking dildos,
that's what I
70% of which have been made in China.
Yeah, that's what she would say. Yeah, and we just say
You're
we
going
just
back
have it
to
as a
Cornwall unless you fucking tell me which one of you daft twats has put peanut butter in the pissing fridge.
We just had it as a treat. It's nice though. Go on, Tony. Oh,
that was
okay.
again. Not
It's
right.
all
What's
right,
the
though.
rubbish on the pitch? It's like litter. It's like a park life.
It's
Yeah, there is a lot of rubbish on the pitch, isn't there? And I'm not talking about the West Ham team.
Hey! We're getting beat.
Yeah, that's one of the points.
I
you
could
should
have
be hitting
another
the
Trump-
target
could have
from
another
there.
Trump
You
coming.
should be hitting the target, Tony. Come on, mate.
You're like, do you know when a kid comes back from like a kid's party, one of their mates' party, and for the rest of the night they can't be held back. They
Yeah.
can't be wrangled in.
They're cheeky
That's
because
what you
they've had
feel like.
cake, they've
Yeah.
got a fucking goodie bag,
Yeah.
and they think that they're on top of the world, and they
Yeah.
need taking down a peg.
Freddie's gonna punch you in a sec.
I'm gonna tell them to stop showing off in a minute.
Yeah, oh, that is.
Do you remember when your
really-
mum used to say that in front of your friends? Stop showing off. You're like, oh god,
That's the worst.
Oh, it was bad. That's
the worst.
stop showing off. Ah, I'm not even showing off. No, you are.
Still doing it.
You're still doing it.
Yeah, can't win with that
Stop
one.
showing off in front of your friends.
It's the sort of equivalent of, do you know when you're a bit older in an argument and someone says, you always have to say something back, don't you? And you can't say anything back to that, because if you
No.
do, you've proved the point.
Yeah,
and if
yeah,
you
you
don't, you just they win by default.
Do you know what my mum used
Awful
to do?
trap.
Oh, ref!
Do you know what my mum used to do in an argument? It used to piss me off so much. She'd go like this. She'd go, she'd be talking to her. You'd be having a disagreement. She'd go, "Why are you shouting?" And you go, "I'm not shouting." She'd go, "You are." And you go, "I'm not shouting." And you go, "See, there you are again shouting." You go, "I'm not shouting." Listen, don't you shout at me.
Yeah.
You go, "I'm not. I'm only
If
saying."
you can't win the argument by keeping calm, it's not a very good argument, is it? Do you know what I mean? If you have to shout, yeah, I don't like
West
that. either.
Ham.
Alex Tellers needs putting into pasture.
He's only like 28.
No, I mean like he honestly needs taken out and just shooting.
Oh, that's
like an
nice.
old dog.
That's
He's
lovely.
fucking crap.
He's been poor today, hasn't he?
We shoot old dogs anymore. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's the point, actually.
Oh, Van der Beek. Poor
Nah,
Van
it's
der
come
Beek.
off Donny, that, hasn't it?
Gone quiet, Annie Van der Beek.
He's going missing in this game. Look, it's
not
a,
what we
it's
wanted
a
from
big
him.
audition for a lot of them, and he's not fucking.
Just gone cold.
It's not looking good.
No.
Declan Rice, head down. What's he looking at? Is he brought his phone with him?
He's watching the watch along.
Hello, Declan.
Hiya, Declan, come to United, but only for 50 million max.
Straight slot for Martial.
Would you do that?
100%.
I think everyone would, wouldn't they?
Oh, mate, I'd fucking drive him down to fucking West Ham myself.
Have you been to West Ham before?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you ever done a gig there? Was it Stretford? Stratford now, isn't it?
Yes, I think I have done a gig in Stratford.
There we go.
Do you know what? A lot of times I just tube station and just get off. Do you know what I mean?
That is
Fucking hell.
Unnecessary.
He made a
for
meal of
Mariota
that, didn't
there,
he?
Yeah.
that was so obvious.
Fuck
That
off.
was so obvious what was going to fucking happen there. Jesus Christ, Dallo.
United looking poor.
Fucking
West Ham on the
telegraph that.
break.
I did well there. Areola was with the unnecessary jump out there. That's not helpful for anyone, that is it? We turn his mic off until he decides he can
Participate with the rest of us.
Ask me something.
There just doesn't seem to... Look, why are we...
Ask me something, I'll give you a good answer.
Why are we
Oh, you're
putting...
gonna
How can I participate? Oh my God, West Ham.
Why are we putting these massive fucking crosses into the box?
Oh my God, he's
Oh,
got offside. Oh my God.
great block by Eric Bailly, that.
He was off. Surely he was off.
Yeah, he was.
What did I say? I could be a ref.
Why are we putting crosses into the box, though, for fucking Tony Marshall and fucking Lingard to get their heads on? It's just stupid.
Would you be a good ref?
Oh,
Freddie?
look at this. Look how they switched off at the back. Who is...
Oh, it
He's
wasn't
on
even
as well.
offside.
He's onside as well.
Oh
Dallo's
my
playing him on.
God, Dallo.
fucking...
Oh.
Tellez had just left
here
him.
We go.
Oh, hang
Oh.
about.
Sancho's down there.
Sancho's collapsed,
What's up with him? Holding his
fucking
left foot.
foot.
Anything happening?
Do you want to go for a nap and come back?
No, I'm fully into this now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fully into it. Fully.
You said my guts.
Let's have a look
there.
at this.
He's struggling.
Oh, he just fucking clipped his foot.
Sancho tries to go around him and he just stands on his
Makes a
heel,
meal
doesn't
of
he?
that, doesn't he?
Stands on the side of his foot by the look of it. Not a lot in it. Has he given a free kick? I don't think he has he? Sancho, first 6 appearances, no goals, no assists, 2 shots, 3 chances.
Yeah,
created.
but of those 6 appearances, he's probably racked up about 2 full matches worth of games.
It was 230 minutes, so yeah, 2 and a bit matches.
Yeah.
But and half of that extra bit is this game.
Yeah, but they say 6 appearances and we all go, whoa,
Yeah.
6? Do you know what I mean? When really, it's not fucking telling the full story.
No, he got took off after 30 minutes when Wan-Bissaka got sent off against Young Boys, didn't he?
Oh, God, don't fucking remind me.
But yeah, created 3 chances. Obviously, it's not tons, but, you know, you could feasibly have an assist from 3 chances.
Look, at the end of the day, and I mean, at the end of the day as well, he's a young lad. He's been bought for his potential. He has established himself at Dortmund as one of the best fucking attacking players in the world. He just needs a little bit of time to find his feet. And the more that we all start hammering him, and the more that we all start going, oh, it's now 6 matches since this, that, or the other, the harder it's going to be.
I know. And then everyone will be encouraged to lay off him and not give him stick and not, you know, let him do whatever in a few weeks' time after we're getting these stats on the screen every 2 minutes saying that he's not scored enough.
There's a Man United fucking bias as well, because I don't recall this ever happening with Nicola Pepe, who cost more than him and is fucking poo.
Yeah.
And also as well, Kai Havertz was 100 million quid and did literally nothing last season. And I don't recall that ever being an issue.
Nice ball. Oh.
Tell you what, Dallo can fucking whip a ball in, can't he? What the fuck was that, Tellez?
Tellez is...
You absolute fucking nonsense.
He's having one of them games, isn't he?
That was a beautiful touch from
unbelievable,
Donny.
wasn't it?
It's a beautiful touch from
He's
Donny.
having one of them games, Tellez, where you can tell he's not played
Something's
for a
going
bit.
to, or something can also go wrong further down the line.
I mean, it's already gone wrong. They scored from him getting skinned.
It's mucky pitch.
Gareth Blades, hello mate, says thoughts on Big Phil being back. We mentioned it before, didn't we? Even as a squad player, do you think he's got a chance of doing anything? No, not even in a game like this.
No. Look, in a game like this, he's worse than Bailly and Lindelof.
Great, Beek.
Oh, God. They've
Beek.
both been
De
fucking torn to shreds.
Yeah,
De Beek.
I
Why
don't-
can't I call him De Beek?
you can.
He's laughing at me.
Well, it's Van der Beek, isn't it?
Yeah, but I just wanted to call him De Beek.
Oh well,
Yeah, Van's his middle name.
Vans.
Donny Mini Van der Beek.
Yeah. I'm going to keep calling him De Beek.
Just call him Beek.
Yeah.
Just cut out the middleman.
Or just
Oh.
duh. if you
Too
want.
many names, though, isn't it?
He's had 39 games for United, 17 starts, 1 goal, 2 assists. Now, what I will say is, you can say all you want about him not getting chances in the Premier League. 17 starts, 2 goals, 1 assist isn't ideal, is it?
Yeah, if I have 17 chances to fuck a woman and I don't manage, then it's probably not on for me, is it?
No, probably not. Unless, of course, you do have mitigating circumstances.
Yeah, unless
such
I've got
as
some sort of penis condition that makes erections painful.
which you know,
Which if you weren't there at the
which
start,
you'd have to be a full tour.
he does.
I mean, you wouldn't mention it on. You wouldn't mention it on a watch along to thousands of people, would you? That'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah, probably would be a bit. Do you talk about that in your act ever?
I have done in the past.
How'd you mention it?
You what?
How'd you bring it up?
I thrust my penis in the face of the audience member on the front row, and then we see what happens.
Smell it.
And if there's a lawsuit,
You're obsessed with the smell of
Sorry.
it. You keep bringing up the smell or potential smell in there.
Oh!
Smell it.
Do you remember when there was that thing in London, the Fatberg or whatever?
Yeah.
That's all I can picture.
the what? The fat what?
The Fatberg.
What
that
was
was
it
in the sewers underneath London.
Yeah,
Oh,
It was like
right.
a collection of sort of oils
Is
and
it
hair.
like that, but the skin for the human penis?
No, so you know how your dick's got dick, mate?
Right, so for anyone
Is it-
just joining
would
us,
it
Freddie's
not-
got a condition.
Yeah. Is it not all DM?
What do you mean, dick meat?
The
are you
meat
holding
of your
there?
dick.
Oh my God, West Ham.
Please don't let them score while we're
The
talking
meat
about
of your dick.
Two goals would have been.
If I had to say to you what bit of your dick is the meat and what bit's the skin, you should
Okay, yeah,
you
yeah,
should
yeah.
probably
I'm
be
with you
able
there.
to work that out.
Yeah.
So
So does the whole of the dick meat go a bit firmer when you're, aroused?
He's already told you the problem.
yeah.
Do you know what? If you want the full details, maybe do a little FaceTime later when you're both in bed and see if you can get the job done then. Because I'm starting to think you're getting some sort of satisfaction out of this
No,
job.
you're not just intrigued.
Just to quickly put out there as well, it still functions particularly well.
20,
and I just fucking hammer away like a trooper. Do you know what I
Particularly
mean?
well. Unnecessary
And
brag.
one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I can still come in discomfort.
Okay.
And
Yep.
how many people can say that? Just me and Japanese prisoners of war.
Putting the cum in discomfort. Freddie
Yeah.
Quinn. United are on top. Martial. Flying back to Sancho.
You all right, mate?
Van der Beek. We're just sort of playing it around in front of them, aren't we?
Go and take me back a bit. I don't think I'm in the right. Yeah. Wow.
What's that taking you back to?
No.
That Japanese
taking
prisoner of
me
war
back a
camp
bit.
he was
Taking
in.
me back a bit.
Go on then. Oh, this is better from United.
Do you ever think?
Whoa!
Do you ever think? Right.
Thought it might be a foul.
When do hostages have a wank?
Okay. Not only do I not
you
think
ever-
that,
have you
I'm
ever
gonna
thought about
I'm gonna
that?
have to say we aren't discussing that.
I think there's more on their mind.
There is a line, and I think we're at that line now.
but look,
this is
right.
a football video.
So if you think about like money heist and shit.
Here's what I'll say: is they don't. I'm going
I
to say
think
they
I
don't.
think there's more in their mind than, I need to knock one out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
death-
also you might think to yourself, well, this is the last chance I'm going to have, and I don't want to go out with a full nut. Do you know what I mean?
We can't do this again, us three.
What?
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
do
this
it.
is
with
gonna-
something
this
else.
is the last
We're
one.
gonna have to do it over.
I
Like
just
a
think
watch-
it's
the last one of
it's
these.
really funny how
We'll have to do. I'm a
it could be
celeb watch-alongs.
5 days in, and some of the guys are like, "Look, mate, can you leave me alone for 15 minutes?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna honestly.
They'd
I'm not
escape.
gonna try to escape. I'm not gonna try and
I'm
fucking
not
stop
gonna
you
try
robbing
and
the bank.
escape. That's what I'd
I'm
say.
literally just gonna have a look. Can you leave me alone in here and some tissues? I will just leave it there.
I don't think they'd let you do that.
Hey, do you know what? When I went on a school trip when we were in year 11,
what?
we went to France and Belgium to look at fucking war stuff and get pissed, and we were all in the same fucking room. And all of us, as year 11 lads, 15-year-old lads, all decided that we all needed to masturbate.
No, I don't know.
At the same time.
Yeah.
This is when you were a student, not a teacher, isn't it?
You want to? Yes.
Right.
Yes, I was 15, and we all decided that we needed to have a wank, and the least gay thing would be to all masturbate at the same time.
Right, and that is the end of that conversation. Do what you want from here on out. But
Well, what would you have done? What would you have fucking done?
That's the end of that. What I would have done is
What a crazy couple of minutes.
not mentioned
I'm
it
here
on
for
here.
it. I'm here for it.
It's half time then. West Ham 1, Man United 0. Terrible start from United, especially defensively. That wasn't it, Joe?
Shocking. I think we've got a lot of work to do here, but we're off in second half FC. So bring it on. Let's see what happens. I don't know if we can turn it around. I don't know if we want to turn it around. But, there was a penalty shout from Noble, which I'm sure the referee might even have a look at half time. Go, I made that one. A meal of that one. Let's get the second half underway and let's win.
Do you think we can win, Freddie?
Yeah, I think that we can win, definitely. At the moment, this first half, too many players have turned up and are not having a great game. I think Eric Bailly has been his usual fucking disaster-prone self. Alex Tellers has been turned inside out more times than I can care to remember. Donny van der Beek and Matic have looked all right, solid but not spectacular. I've not seen an awful lot from Lingard. I've not seen an awful lot from Sancho.
Yeah.
I've not seen an awful lot from Mata. And Martial seems to be trying stuff but just kind of lacks the quality to finish it off.
I think
it just needs to be improved.
I think he's actually had a decent half, Martial. I don't think, obviously, it's not come off. But I think when you think how little football he's played in the last 6 months,
it's a better Martial than the Martial that I'm used to seeing,
yeah.
which is somebody who looks completely disinterested and like he can't be arsed.
He's got in good
He's not
positions.
controlled the game at all. He's not created that many chances.
No, but he had one really good chance that he messed up. He's been driving into the box well. I think he's been showing for the ball more than he often does when he's not playing well. I think he's been all right.
He's been all right.
I don't think he's. Yeah,
we were claiming that this team could finish 6th before.
Yeah.
1-0 down to West Ham at home.
Yeah, but
United
I mean, Manchester
City,
Manchester City finished top and we're 1-0 down to Tottenham. It's like
all I'm saying is,
what do you think to this first half then?
I think it was just poor. It was lacking a bit of leadership at the back, and I can tell they've not played together all season. So I think it's definitely something that needs dressing. But how does Ollie build this up? What does he really say to really?
I mean, let's just pop a fucking pin in this for a second because we're talking about how United have all these players who haven't played to each other. Look at the fucking West Ham team. Do you know what I mean? We've got bloody Fredericks. And you've got bloody Johnson at the back who I've never heard of, and you've got some David Luiz looking knobhead in the middle who I've never heard of, and you've got Mark Noble who's like 35 now and who's dog shit.
And also, this is a potential problem you have, but last season we only really had 5 options off the bench that could win a game against a Premier League team. Now we've got closer to 10, 11, and we're playing most of them tonight. When you change that many players in a team, it's going to have an effect. But you've still got to be able to win games.
Look at it this way, right? Which players would you say are out and out winning their battles against the opposition player? I would say Lanzini has Tellez on fucking toast.
Tellez has been quite poor in this first.
I would say Jared Bowen's causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I would say that in the middle of the park we don't have that under control, but we're not being overrun either.
Yeah.
But no United player is consistently winning their battles against their West Ham counterpart in the way that Lanzini is against Tellez.
No.
And so, what do you want us to do here? You've got to start individually winning these battles. And if you're not good enough if you're not good enough to give Ryan Fredericks a tough time, or if you're not good enough, if you're Donny van der Beek and you're letting fucking some Czechoslovakian, David Luiz lookalike run all over you and Mark Noble run all over you, then I'm sorry, mate, but you ain't going to get games for United. You can't complain.
Yeah.
Your agent can't fucking moan in the press and go, "Oh, my client hasn't been given a fair chance." This is your chance. And this team are playing their second string team as well, and you're not bossing it. So what do you expect?
Yeah, it's not been a great half for United, has it? People saying in the comments that they think Van der Beek's been decent. I think he's been. I think he's been
all right,
good.
and I think he's showing up against a lot of players that haven't been good in the United squad. So he's the shining light of the midfield and the defence. I think he can push forward a bit more, create a bit more chances, find the cleaner passes. Because if Lingard and Sancho do get on the ball,
I'm not saying that Van der Beek's been bad. What I'm saying is he's not bossing it.
Yeah.
He needs to, if he wants to get into this team, he has to boss this match. Yeah. He has to let everything run through him. He has to be the metronome of this team. Is he doing badly? No. Is he standing out? No.
Yeah. Look at the stats there. United have been the better team. I think I would say overall we have. The thing is that West Ham had that one chance after the goal where I can't remember who it was now. Stood at the back post and was deemed to be offside. He wasn't offside, and he was stood in basically the corner of the 6-yard box, completely unmarked. Obviously the goal as well just cut through him.
Van der Beek's left his man in no man's
Van der
land
Beek
there.
left his man.
He's left himself. Watch Van der Beek here. In fact, they've circled him, haven't they?
Yeah.
Watch him. He knows who he's meant to be getting. Right, he's fine.
Yeah,
he's
with
fine.
him there.
He's
with
fine.
Lanzini.
He's with him. He's with him. He's with him. And that just holding up the run there, he's lost him.
Yeah.
Just by Lanzini, just stopping his run a little bit, Van der Beek's in no man's land.
Van der Beek,
And
yeah.
also as well, he can cut that out. If we're being really critical, he can cut that out and stop it going through.
Yeah, it wasn't great. The goal was poor, but I think after that, United have been the better team. I do think they have. I think we've had more chances, more shots.
I get that, but we're still getting beat, aren't we?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not saying we're winning. I'm saying we've been the better team.
Are we having an argument?
I think we might be.
We've fallen out. But, you know, second half FC. We've got players on the bench. I don't want us to bring on, you know, I want to see the game out with the squad we've got now. I don't want us to bring on the big guns to kind of, because I want these players to show that they can do it on their own 2 feet, which means, I mean, we've seen replays of a penalty.
That's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Yeah.
If that's VAR, I'll be stunned if
you
they
can't
didn't give
just
it.
grab someone's shirt because you've fallen over.
Which is crazy
That's
because
a
the
foul.
referee has such an incredible view
And
of
you can
it.
see that. When you see the stretched shirt, you're not allowed to grab someone's shirt. If you pull someone's shirt back, it's a foul.
It's a foul.
It doesn't have to
And he did it so
be enough of a
blatantly
force
as
to
well.
pull someone over. I think, you know, Jesse goes down there.
Stunned.
Not because he loses his balance because he gets his shirt pulled. But if you pull someone's shirt back, that's a foul. So that should be a penalty there. But, you know, they've got to do better. And I think, to be honest, other than those first few chances that West Ham had, I think United have been the better team, and I think if we have another half like that, we probably will get a goal. Matt hit the crossbar as well, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Matt's chance was great. Like, it was an absolute firebolt.
Yeah.
He absolutely smacked it, and it was such a good save by the keeper. But there was also a penalty incident there where the keeper came out and literally battered Bailly to the point where Bailly doesn't go down to or stay down that much because he's a crazy guy and he's rock hard. He actually had to stay on his feet and he wasn't.
That there is shocking from Martial. That little flick. You just put your fucking left foot through it. Do you know what I mean? Don't try and dink anything.
Yeah, it's a weird one, that, Martial. So if he's on the left side of the goal, you've got to be using your left foot
Is Ronnie ever doing that in a million years? Nah. Is Cavani ever doing that in a million years? Absolutely not.
Is Cavani on the bench?
No, he's still injured. He got a knock during the international break, although he was with United, so, you know, that's sort of put in there. Like, I saw that on a tweet before, how he got injured during the international break, like he was away. He was just with United. He didn't go away, did he? Calvin Kareem says, do United players need to break a bone to get a penalty? It seems like there's almost a pushback against United now, doesn't it?
Yeah, there is.
I don't really understand
People
it.
just
But
don't like us, I guess.
yeah.
Balls to them.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think that was that bad a half. I don't think we were good, and going in 1-0 down is obviously less than ideal, but I think, you know, there was some promising things there, and I think we got better as the half went on. Anyway, do you expect any subs at half time?
No.
No.
I think he's going to stay the same. I think he's going to keep this team and give them the opportunity to try and turn things around. I want to see them come out and try and really get we're at Old Trafford. The fans are definitely there out in the thousands. They want to see us get to the next stage of this cup, whether you like it or not. We might as well give it our all. So let's see if this squad, the Lingard, the Martials, can step up, the Beeks, as we call them now, and make a bit of a statement and not need the Greenwoods to come on or not need the players that you'd see in the first teams come on. And I think Sancho would want that as well. I think he's in the first team with players that he wants to shine and be, the bit of a hero today. So there's a lot of headlines ready to be grabbed, and there's a lot of players who can grab it. So hopefully a good team talk by Ollie, get some all set, go out and prove that you can be in my first team, because right at the minute none of them are saying that I'm good enough, are they?
No.
None of them are saying I'm good enough.
No. It's,
so do it. You're good enough.
Again, I can't think of any particular player that's absolutely standing out for us.
No. Mark Smalling says Van der Beek needs a rock up the arse at half time. Which one of you two did that said that? Was it you?
What?
He said a rock up.
I said a rock up
instead
the
of
arse.
a rocket.
Funny.
Did you? So he needs a rock up the arse at half time. Fergal McClement said, did their goal show that Donny isn't a natural six with defensive awareness?
Yeah, he's probably right. That's a very good point.
Very good. He makes
I think
great
a
points.
six doesn't get. Look, I mean, it's the oldest fucking trick in the book, innit, to run and then delay your run a little bit and then be in a bit of space. It's hardly like he's done him completely there off something that nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah. There seemed to be a time a couple of seasons ago I think it was under Jose, where we kept conceding goals like that, where they were being pulled back to like the edge of the 18-yard box, and it kept happening over and over again. And I think that's when he sort of started to fall out with Matic, because he was doing that thing where you just keep jogging into the box rather than actually watching your man, because you can't be asked to kind of analyse the whole situation. And it's almost like Donny did that same thing where it's like, I'm just going to run into the box. He's looking at the man on the ball instead of the man who the man on the ball can pass to. Alessio says, love you lads, but you okay? Bailly's been good. Martial's been trying to create to the point he's currently having a better game than Sancho. Yeah, I don't think Martial's had a bad game either. I think he's made some decent chances, but he needs to score one of them, really, doesn't he?
I love you too, Alessio, but...
Hi, Alessio. Great to see you.
Bailly gives me fucking heart attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, also a high sodium, high fat diet gives me heart attacks.
That's what he thinks doing more of the sort of heavy lifting.
I'd say
on my diet.
Well, if I was doing heavy lifting, I wouldn't be in this fucking position, mate. I think it's about 50-50. But watching Eric Bailly defend, you never go, he's got this, it's fine. Yeah. You always go,
the thing is, he often,
Jesus.
The outcome is often good, but the methodology is stress-inducing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who we got here? Cash has said, Van der Beek doesn't seem to cut for it. I guess he means cut it. Mentally seemed very weak from the Rio podcast. I think that's your interpretation of that. Lack of strong mentality shows in his play. Too weak defensively. A searing indictment on Van der Beek. Not just his play, but his mental strength. I think that's a bit... that seems a bit of a dig, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The podcast showed he was weak. Now he's playing badly. He's mentally and physically weak.
But,
that's a bit harsh.
I mean...
It is very harsh, that, I think.
I don't think he's a mentally weak player.
No.
I just think that he's struggling to adapt because he's not getting regular game time. He's getting a game here, a game there. Look, Van der Beek at Ajax was a whole different proposition to Van der Beek here. And the reason being is that his big strength was his off-the-ball movement and creating space for his teammates. But the problem is that he's never getting that understanding with his teammates, so he's not available to. He's not able to work off what he's best at.
What are you on about?
He's insinuating that he'd like to have sex with that woman on TV.
Oh, was it?
I actually wasn't.
I didn't notice that.
I was trying to say,
seemed to be some noise happen there, and then
is
my
she
headphones
famous?
got
Like, she
weird.
on Star? She's from Star Wars.
No, that's not.
Yes,
that's not Daisy Ridley.
That's Darth Vader. That is, mate.
Oh, right. Cash says, I proper like the guy, want him to succeed up the fucking Reds. I want him to succeed. I think everyone wants every United player to succeed.
Oh, yeah.
Because that helps United. No one here is saying, we don't like Martial, I hope he has a bad game.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone would ever say that.
Nobody
Are you even a United fan?
Yeah, you root for your own players, regardless. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, with Lingard, I've been very vocal on the fact that I'm not his biggest fan.
Yeah.
But every time he puts on a United shirt, I go, God, I really hope he has a good game.
Yeah. Fergal McClements, have the players who have more minutes in the first team seemed better today? Jesse playing better than Donny, for example? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Jesse. I mean, is Jesse playing better than Donny?
Yeah, and has he even had that many more minutes than him? Because Donny started against Young Boys. I know he got subbed off at half time, but Jesse can't have had many more than 45 minutes this season.
No, I don't think so.
No. But yeah. Obviously, when you play more,
Who's this?
you're more comfortable. You play better. It's Ben Rama, isn't it? I think it's Ben Rama. Warming up. Jesse is not been better than Donny. Seems to be a lot of Donny
Look at him.
defense.
They're having a go at ref in the tunnel.
Are they?
Lingard going up to the ref going, did you see it? Did you watch the replays? He pulled us down. That must be hard for the ref because if he has seen it, he knows he's made a mistake.
Well, that's like...
but I'd go back to you and I'd start slagging them off.
I'm sick
You were
of...
shit in the first half. Martial, you should have scored. Do you want to talk about my performance? You were all shit.
No, but I'm sick of the fact, though...
Why can they give me shit? I can't give them
I'm
shit.
sick of the fact that referees can just work with impunity and they can make stupid shit decisions time after time, and VAR can make nonsensical decisions, and we all just have to fucking put up with it. Why doesn't a referee have to go out and say, I fucked up? Do you know what I mean? It'd make them more human. I'd like them more.
But would it not sort of lead to, let's imagine 2 months down the line, let's say you've had a few mistakes, and every time you come out and say, you've got articles, you've got stats popping up on the screen saying at times that, Joe Smith, referee, has admitted mistakes this season, 6 more than any other ref. There'd be all that side of it where you can be Because
Yeah,
the
but
minute, there's
apart
almost this
from-
like police thing about it where you can't really criticise.
Yeah, but apart from referee, there's literally no other job where you're immune to criticism.
Well, they don't get. Well, they do get criticised.
even
Yeah,
when
you get
we're-
criticised quite a lot, though.
No,
they get
but no, but
criticised
you don't
loads.
have to go out and defend it. They don't have to go out and explain why. Do you know what I mean? And they should. They should have to go out. And if you consistently, if you're the VAR ref and you miss something, then you should have to say, well, this is what happened. There should be some accountability. It doesn't feel like there is any.
For the sake of it not just being the ref comes out, we just volley him with abuse. Do you think people interviewing or whoever he's speaking to would have to say, oh, the lads in the studio thought you did a great job for the penalty call, well done. Oh, by the way, this was bad. Or do you think it's just like a match report where he just admits his mistakes?
Yeah,
because
I think what it
that
is,
like a very one-sided.
But I think what it is the reason that we are speaking to this referee now at half time is because you know damn well that when the game is finished and over and done with, you won't get shit out of him because he doesn't have to answer to anyone. Even if there was just an internal panel in place where you didn't have to come out, you didn't have to say anything publicly, there was none of that. It was just there was accountability. If you keep being shit at your job, then there's accountability and you might have a chance where you don't get to do your job anymore. And I just feel like there isn't that with referees. Or if there is,
refs do seem to be able to just
work.
stay as refs forever if they want to. Gareth,
But I
Blades,
wonder what it is, what Noble's saying to them.
I don't know. He's probably saying,
Lingard and
touch
Noble
him.
probably giving each
Also,
other a
if
bit.
you,
I'd tell
if you
him
go
off.
over to the ref at half time, there's a chance you sway his decisions making in the second half, isn't there? Gareth Blades, hello, mate, says, can't expect miracles on minimal minutes. He's better on the ball than Fred. Donny, I think he's talking about, just needs time to know his position and the position of other players.
I'll tell you what, though, I think, and this is probably going to get a lot of heat in the comments, I think that if you have Fred on the pitch instead of Donny, I think that goal doesn't happen, quite frankly.
I don't know if that.
What? So Fred frees up a defender, or is he in the position?
I
where
think
Beek
Fred.
was?
I think Fred is Fred's
Tracks
big
his man
thing
better.
is tracking and fucking, harassing and being off the
Ooh,
ball.
go on.
I think,
got a bit
I
of
think
fight
the
left
thing-
in us.
if there's
Fuck
one
off,
thing
West
that
Ham.
people are willing to admit Fred is good at, that's I think it is his off the ball work rate.
Go on,
Fred
Matt.
is statistically excellent at that, so I don't necessarily disagree with you there. But he obviously doesn't. I don't think offer as much as Donny going forward. I think that everyone can agree.
Oh, he
Oh
doesn't.
my
He doesn't
God.
offer anything going forward. That's not his game.
Nice, Van der.
Nice.
Oh,
Come on, let's have a bit of press. Let's have a bit of urgency.
let's do it.
Come on, keep it
Game
moving.
on.
Keep it moving. Whip it in. Whip it into
Whip it,
absolutely
whip
nobody
it.
in the middle.
That's a good ball.
Oh,
nearly.
Sancho near the end of that.
I'd love Sancho to get a goal. Sancho and Martial with the 2 goals.
Come on. Nice. Spread it. Spread him. Get it.
You
get it
do
wide,
get that
wide.
nice sort of
nice. Get a
knitted
good ball
interplay
in.
with one
Good
man.
ball. Oh,
Unlucky.
so close.
I tell you what, I am knackered after that curry.
Yeah, it's really hit me. I might have to go and get a pint of water.
Absolutely shattered.
It was one of the worst ideas you've ever had, Joe. You've
It
ever
was
had.
such a bad idea. I didn't even have it. That's
No,
how bad it was.
won't let us eat on the stream anymore. It's bad watching. We could have had,
You could have had a curry on.
I could have had
stream
prawn
instead.
crackers.
That'd be
You
lovely.
wouldn't have eaten prawn.
If you two
crackers
want to
on
go and
the
have a
way.
nap through there, feel free.
I'm going to get some water.
Go on then.
Right,
Viom
mate.
says, should have a post-match interview at the end with the ref. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, well, I'm not asked.
Fred is rubbish. Even my 6-year-old daughter knows this.
Freddie.
Freddie's rubbish, even though. Who said
Fred,
that?
not Freddie.
Oh, I thought you said Freddie's rubbish. I
No,
was going to
Fred.
fucking come at him in the comments.
Fred is rubbish.
I don't think he's that bad, Fred. Do you know what? He's rubbish for a £52 million player, but he didn't pick his own price tag, did he?
No. Yeah, I think United have got... I don't know. I do actually think we've got a good chance of winning this. Based on the actual sort of... Whoa, I thought I might get done there. Based on the actual patterns of play in the first half, I do think we were probably the better team.
Should we nick his shoes?
Oh, he has taken his shoes off, hasn't he?
Yeah, should we nick his shoes?
Where are you
I'll
going to
tell you
put
what,
it?
put him on top of the telly, see if he notices. Put him on top of the telly. Put one on top of the telly, see if he notices. Right, just see if he notices.
That's
No
up
one
there.
say anything.
No
No
one
one
say
say anything. So yeah, I think that
The problem is, though, he might not even try and notice until after this video's ended.
we'll just not say anything.
Okay.
We'll wait for him to say something.
Okay, we'll let you know what he says.
Keep it going through the pre-match, and
Okay.
we'll just leave him there. And then when he says afterwards, where is it? We'll just no one help him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
God,
Eric,
such a prick, aren't we?
Childish. It's asinine and it's babyish, really, isn't it? Trying to steal someone's shoes. Van der Beek.
I'd like to see a little bit more urgency here. Come on. No one's pressing you. So let's try and have an interesting pass. Let's try and have a bit of movement. Thank you, Juan Mata.
Do you know? I think it's City have won 4 of the last 5 Carabao Cups now. Something ridiculous.
Yeah. Because no one cares.
Well, maybe because no one cares, but City can care as little as everyone else and still put out a better team than most people. Do you think Carabao has really illustrated that they've got the best second 11 of anyone in England?
Do you know what? I'd probably agree with that, to be quite frank. I think that if you look at City's 5th choice centre-back, it was still 40 million quid for Nathan Ake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think that's because it does seem as though in the last, it's never been like, even as regarded as the FA Cup or anything like that, but it does seem as though more than ever, the Carabao Cup is literally just play your second team. Like West Ham are playing, a heavily diluted team.
Yeah.
And they're the sort of team that might go, we won't mind a bit of silverware, we could probably win this. And yet even they don't seem to care about it. It almost does seem as a sort of forgotten cup at this point.
Who's asked about it? It just needs to fucking go. Do you know what I mean? The Carabao Cup, I'm not asked. Or potentially have something whereby you have a thing where you can only play, like your squad players, you can only play like
almost like a second team cup.
Yeah.
Go on, that was a lovely
Like the
pass from
bees.
Mata. This is better second half.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Matt, you've just been away for the first 4 minutes there.
I saw 1 minute. Also, Cam's got pizza. Didn't ask any of us.
Yeah, what do you mean? You've been going on about how full of curry you are for the last hour.
No.
You've been farting like a fucking trooper.
I'm just saying. I could fit a slice of pizza in. I could fit a slice of garlic bread in.
Where?
My stomach.
Oh, yeah. Good lad. Someone says, like you, Freddie.
What?
Don't know what that means.
Like me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I won't say that.
Maybe he says, maybe meant I like you, Freddie. Like,
Maybe, yeah.
Like I like you, Freddie.
Gareth says City have a second 11 that would compete for Europe, so they'll always be contenders. Yeah, I think that's what's made them win so many League Cups.
Because they've spent a literal fuck ton of money on players.
Is there anything about where Wall Street could take this, but not do it for football as well, but do it for reality TV?
You what? Sorry.
I'm a Celeb.
What about I'm a Celeb?
Could we do watch-alongs for I'm a Celeb?
Possibly.
Would you want to? I wouldn't. I don't watch I'm a Celebrity, do you?
Yeah,
What's
I
your
like
favourite
I'm a
reality
Celeb.
show?
I'm a Celeb.
All right, second favourite then.
Used to like Big Brother a lot.
Really?
A lot.
Okay.
What about you?
I watch all sorts of dog shit reality TV. I'm watching Married at First Sight at the moment.
okay.
That's great, that one. That's really good.
It's it's the kind of show where you can just sit back, pop your shoes on the telly, and just chill out and enjoy dog shit telly.
What are you doing with your shoes?
You never heard that saying before?
No,
Pop your shoe
never.
on the telly. It's a Preston thing.
Yeah. You just sit back, pop your shoes.
Are they in the way?
No, but like when you say, kick back, pop your shoes on the telly, and
You keep saying put your shoes on the telly, but I've never. Surely,
You've never heard that saying.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard the saying, put your shoes on the telly.
Fucking like a balancing act. Now you couldn't put my shoes on that telly now.
That's a good point, actually. That is a point. You're right.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're so narrow, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's mad, that.
So
That's
why
a good point.
did you think about
I don't know,
that
actually,
before?
yeah, because specifically your shoes in a telly in this room are a great example. And
I
we
don't
could.
know what the fuck you guys are.
I don't know what's just happened there. My headphones went all dodgy there. But yeah, you're right. We couldn't do that. It would be ludicrous to suggest that we could. What are you looking for?
One of my shoes is missing.
No, it's not. Is it? You're joking.
Wait, where's one?
The fact that you literally said you couldn't put one of my shoes on that telly now. It literally seemed like we
That was
writ
so
that.
funny.
Unbelievable.
So funny.
I honestly,
How many
Come
years
on,
Paddock
come on,
is
come
that?
on,
when
come
the
on.
suggestion to put his shoe on the telly was made, I thought, what's the best that we can expect from this? That is the best we could have
I
expected
set it
from
up.
that.
I set it up with the little saying as well, and we had a telepathic bond.
Yeah, I just thought I'm going to stitch this in. We'll go along with it. You couldn't put one of my shoes on that telly.
Oh, my.
Actually, I wouldn't know what you're on about for ages.
Get that clipped up. Get that put on Twitter.
Yeah, that honestly-
Fucking hell.
brilliant. Bruno and Mason Greenwood both warming up. Ollie's.
Shitting himself.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Because you know what's going to come. Right, we've said pretty much all three of us, you've definitely said it before the show, Freddie, that you're not that bothered about the Carabao Cup whether you win or lose.
No.
But Twitter will try to sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if we lose.
Yeah, but if you're fucking arsed about Twitter, then you shouldn't be a manager.
No,
Do you know what I
I'm not
mean?
saying Ollie's bothered. I'm just saying these. So what happens is, right, and in isolation, it wouldn't bother me when Twitter does that. But when all of a sudden you see social media and you see these things referenced in journalism, you see them referenced on Sky, you see them referenced by your mates in the pub, all of a sudden, based on Twitter reaction, the whole speech, the whole thing around Manchester United, like Ollie the other day in his press conference saying, you were trying to sack me the other day, now you're saying we're top of the league. That's because that starts on Twitter and it becomes the whole talking point around the club.
Here's the thing, right? Are we being tactically outclassed this game? No.
Yeah.
The reason why we're losing this game is because the players that we've put out aren't playing well enough.
Yeah.
Now all they can do is change the players.
Yeah.
But quite frankly, this is West Ham's second team as well.
And also, at some point you need to rest players, and this is the time to do that. isn't
Totally.
it? Yeah.
And so look, if these players aren't stepping up and they don't want to... because the thing is the knives will come out and people will say, well, Solskjaer should not have rested so many players, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, look, when he when he plays his strongest team, you have a go at him because he's not playing Van der Beek.
Yeah.
And then when he plays Van der Beek, you have a go at him that he's not playing his strongest team. What the fuck do you want?
Basically, what he has to do is rotate significantly and still win every single game. That's the only way you can do things.
Here's when I'll be pissed off with Solskjaer, is if we get to the 75th minute and he hasn't bothered making a sub.
Yeah.
That's when I'll be pissed off. And I'll go, well, what are you fucking waiting for?
Yeah.
This has gone stale. But at the moment, the players have to take a bit of accountability.
Yeah.
They've got to get up off their arses and they've got to say, we got bossed by fucking Mark Noble and fucking this sideshow Bob Czechoslovakian motherfucker. So, do you know, it's the players it's it's not always Ole's fault.
Yeah, and also, we haven't actually been that bad in this game. I don't think that West Ham have been the better team. Obviously, they're 1-0 up, so that changes how they approach the game. But it's not as though, I think we were worse against Wolves with our full strength team in terms of controlling the game and being dangerous and making chances. We were worse in that game than we were in this. That's
That's
all
a beautiful
game.
touch.
Oh,
That's a
say
yellow
aye.
card. That's a yellow card.
Fucking hell.
That was gorgeous by Sancho there.
It absolutely did it.
Noble should be off there. Yellow for the penalty, yellow for that.
That's a good point.
He's past his best.
Well, is he
Fuck
retired?
off.
Look at that.
He's
Oh,
retired.
he absolutely did
He's
him.
just...
It's the same thing, though. It's literally the same thing he does to Jesse Lingard, but it's not quite as exaggerated. And they didn't give a penalty for that. But yeah, Mark Noble booked, pulling down Jadon Sancho. Lovely turn, that, wasn't it?
Lovely turn.
Delicious. That turn.
Oh, I want to watch back the shoe thing.
Do you? You just want to watch the shoe thing back there?
Oh.
Is that central?
Oh! Is that
Is that central? Yeah.
Dallo there.
Dallo.
It almost looked like the game had stopped, didn't it?
What were the comments like for the shoe thing?
A lot of laughing emojis.
Was very funny, wasn't it? to
Someone
be
said
fair?
I was acting, and I swear to you right now, I had not a fucking clue.
It wouldn't have been funny for us if you were acting, would it? Although I
Yeah.
suppose we could have pretended to laugh, but no, it was all genuine. It was a good laugh.
Oh.
Yeah, Dallo. If you could find the bottom corner there, that's a goal because the goalkeeper's, nowhere near it, is he?
Michael Owens, eh?
But I mean, it's not like it was the goalie was right there, or the goalie, watched it wide. I think if he gets that anywhere near the corner, that's in. Look at that, 16 attempts to West Ham's 4.
Fucking hell.
Like I'm saying, we haven't been the worst team, but when you're 1-0 down, it doesn't matter, does it?
Exactly. There's only one stat that matters.
Yes.
Oh, he just fucking kicked him there. What are you doing, Matic?
Matic is, hanging on by a thread as well.
Do you
isn't he?
think? I thought he was really good against Newcastle. Was it Newcastle they played?
Really good's a big word, isn't it? Really good.
I think he was.
Really good.
What's happening?
I mean, he didn't score 10 goals. But what's your definition
Matic
of really
is
good?
going to get fucking sent off here. Look at this. He's
What
fucking
is he
kneeing
doing
in the
there?
balls.
He does a little horse little trot.
Hold on, why has he done
He
that?
Why has he
done that?
He's fucking off, isn't
That's
he?
like
he's off.
mad
He's
at
got to
him
be
there.
off.
Has he not? No VAR.
There's no VAR.
What's he done there?
Right, okay. Forget about any penalty thing. Matic has just fucking kneed a man in the testicles.
And he went up to him, stuck a knee out. It didn't hit him. So then he stuck his right knee out. That didn't hit him. So he went again with his left
Just
knee.
kneed him in the fucking balls.
That kind of thing has really been cut out of the game, and
Yeah.
players are worried about
Mate,
VAR. But now there's none. I like it.
Do you know what the fucking funny thing is?
That's good
Kufal
fun,
won't feel it now, but in a few hours' time, we'll be at Salford Royal General Hospital.
Dressed like Frankenstein.
Just pissing blood
Big
and crying.
meat aisle.
Oh, Van der Beek's lost
got,
it.
You don't lose it there. Or you at least get up if you do lose it there and fight for
Donny,
it back.
no. Come on, Donny.
Oh,
Why?
Donny.
Donald Van der Beek. No.
I'm sad that Donny hasn't scored, you know.
He's not even played particularly well, let's be honest. He's not been bad, but
I want him to be good, though.
didn't track his man for the first goal.
Good head. Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because like now, he does seem to be playing in a deeper role than we thought he would. You're judged differently based on what position you're playing. So if you're not tracking back,
Hang
that's
about.
much more important.
Is this not Mark Noble off? If he's just fucking forced his fist into Eric Bailly's face.
Have we got a free kick for that as well? I think we have.
Oh no, he's pulling his fucking shirt.
How is Eric Bailly holding his
How
face?
is Noble still on this pitch?
but Mark Noble's got his shirt and Eric Bailly starts holding his face.
Crazy. Are we all having a nice night?
Yeah, I am.
I am.
You're a big bin full of curry though at the minute.
Van der Beek's lost it. Just to
yours
sort of
quite
pop
quick.
it out there, Van der Beek's lost the ball again. I don't think he's playing well at all this game.
This is his moment to pick it up. Remember that guy was right.
Look,
His
let's all be
mentality's
honest.
weak.
I want him to play well as much as everybody else, but we've got to look at what's going on the pitch. And he's not having a good game. He's playing pretty poorly.
Second half especially, he's been bad.
My forehead's quite shiny, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah. It's
What
a sort
do
of
you do for
satin
that?
finish. I think. What is it called?
Makeup?
Just powder. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just a bit of foundation, a little bit of primer on it first.
Really?
Yeah, they put primer on. Women put primer on before
then
their actual makeup.
Wallpaper paste and
Yeah.
then just a bit of matte finish paper over the top of it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
There's
who's
a big
got
jacket.
the other fucking side? Look at that. Jesus fucking
Oh,
wet.
man, I tell you what, I thought it was going to be one of those goals.
Ah,
that just-
dude, Yarmolenko's got a good shot on him, hasn't he? Gareth again says, 3 at the back against teams like this, play with a single pivot, anything other than double pivot against teams who just sit back and invite pressure. It does seem a bit weird that we're playing double pivot. Like you were saying, Freddie, you didn't expect that before the game, did you?
No.
Matt
And
is
then
off.
it does seem to be that. Yeah, Matt is off. Is it Bruno? Sorry, Mason that's come on. So something's changed.
Come on,
there.
Greenwood.
So I imagine Martial's been fucking anonymous this half, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's not doing
Martial.
Is he even on the pitch?
I'd be spooked if we get 20 million for him.
Really?
Well, I won't pay more than that.
Yeah. Have you got 20 million?
Martial. Like, I don't know what living off a legacy that's 4 years old. He scored 20 goals that season, but it's like he's just.
I mean,
like-
without being a dick, fucking Michu scored 32 goals one season. Do you know what I mean? It
it's
doesn't.
like it's just.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Straight through, Mason Greenwood. Oh. So unlucky there.
Great
You
save.
give the ball then.
Was it Van der Beek?
Oh,
was a great pass, whoever it
fuck
was.
me, who was that?
See that? He comes on immediately, makes a running behind.
It's what we've missed.
Yeah,
it's what
exactly.
we've missed all game.
Controls the ball and has a shot on target. Whoever played the ball through as well, it was a brilliant pass
I'd
through
love to
to
see
him.
that. Whoever played that through again.
Who's lost the ball then?
Okay,
Mason.
Mason. No, no, not Mason.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
No, Mason.
No, Mason's got green boots on.
What? Who passes the ball here?
He's the same guy who lost the ball.
Who is? It's Donny with the pass. That's a brilliant
That's a
pass.
beautiful ball.
Yeah.
It's unlucky.
It's unlike him not to go with his right foot there as well, because it's on the right hand side of his body. And, oh no, actually the ball goes across to his left, doesn't it? Fair enough. Unlucky there. Good save.
Good save.
Yeah, it was.
To be honest with you, that's the first proper chance we've had all match. You look back at the Mata hitting the bar thing, but that was more like a fucking incredible bit of play by Mata than an actual solid chance. It's taken us 62 minutes to get a solid one-on-one.
Yeah, do well there. And that was a good pass from Donny. That's what you need to see more of, isn't it? Getting in those positions and actually finding men rather than kind of, playing it short.
I just feel a little bit disappointed with this game. I just feel like like we said before, it was an audition for quite a few players. I don't feel like any of them have stepped up.
Not really. West Ham just putting a bit of pressure on. Oh. Sometimes in those positions,
Come on!
You just think, instead of doing like a little, nice touch around the man, just put a fucking heavy challenge in to prove to people you can do it. I know that most of the time it's better to try and keep the ball.
Oh, here we
if
go.
You're trying to prove
here we go. Square it. Don't fucking shoot like that. Oh, mate. That's such a fucking shitty thing to do. Shoot on his fucking... You're never generating the power from that ball there. Just play someone through.
Yeah, a bit of a waste, that, wasn't it?
Just take a touch. Ah, mate.
Who's that? Tell us.
Yeah.
Sancho's not having a great game either, is he? He's been bullied a lot.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, he's not playing great, is Jaden.
Yeah. Horatio, Fart Knocker.
What a name.
I hope that's your real name. Says, lads, that scene with the shoe on the telly. When you read it back, it sounds awful, but it was actually funny at the time. That scene with the shoe on the telly was fucking hilarious. Please make that into a video. Yeah, we'll get that up on...
Has to be a video.
That sounds like a TikTok, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Handball! Yeah, that was good. That was a good bit.
Yeah, I loved it.
One of the first ever pranks on this channel.
One of many.
Do you know when pranks became like pretending that you're like ripping a girl's shirt off and it's all just fake?
Oh
and
my
then people
God.
getting punched in the
Do you
head
ever
and
see the
stuff.
one where it was like, hey, he grabs people's phones and he smashes them up on the floor, and then they go, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. And then he gets his backpack out and hands them a brand new phone, and they go, oh, nice one.
Yeah, they
That
go
was
great.
mad though, yeah,
They go great because
my contacts,
all the
iCloud.
stuff. Yeah,
But if you took, if you took my phone and smashed it on the floor and then gave me a brand new iPhone, I'd be like, you're still a dickhead.
you still owe me my old phone back,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
twat. I don't want a different phone. I want my
fight
phone.
him.
So yeah, they were all fake. But that was like a prank from the 30s, before they worked out you could be nasty with pranks. Put a shoe on the TV, see what happens. That's what that was.
Some of my favourites is where they put in the supermarket where they put a basket on someone's head and they put a basket on their own head and they pretend.
What?
Oh, yeah, I've
The
seen
old
those
basket
as
head
well.
routine. The mics have gone a bit weird, Cam.
The mics have gone. No, the mics are fine.
I've seen that as well, that bit. And he does it with a massive black guy, doesn't he? Like he was this guy. It was like in a Home Depot thing, and he did the bucket thing.
Put
And
a bucket
the
on
guy
there.
was about
it's fantastic.
He was about 6'6".
But that one seems real to me.
Oh yeah. Because you can tell, when a massive guy is sort of like almost like stamping round.
He's
'cause he
working
wants
out who to beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
And then he puts a bucket on his own head and walks around like, we've all been bucketed today, friend. And then he puts it on his head again.
Imagine how funny it'd be if he just fucking twatted him and was like, I've seen the video now.
Yeah.
must be
Or
so
just like, I'm not
confusing,
taking any risks. I'm twatting everyone I see for the next 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you ever
One
see
of you
those
will be the
Aaron
bucket
Kreskell
person.
videos
Aaron
where he's
Who's in my basket?
when he's like pretending he's on the phone, he's
You look
like,
a bit
"What's
like
that? What's that? Your sister got you pregnant." Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And stuff like that. And he films people going like
Going,
overhearing, eavesdropping, and going, "Oh, like surely he's famous enough that he's doing that." And people are going, "You're Aaron Kreskell."
You're in my
That's
film,
what I
isn't it,
thought
now?
about Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, that must be a
When they
nightmare
get
filming
more
that, though.
famous, the more successful that show gets, the
Harder it is to
harder
make.
it is.
Yeah.
Matic putting studs up there.
Matic isn't far off a red card here, is he? If we're honest, who will get the red card first? Aging Matic or aging Noble? That's your question for the night. Wish you could do.
Not long left. 23 minutes.
Yep.
See, we could do some more sweets.
Are you big into sweets? You do like them.
Yeah, but
don't
you've brought nothing to this
you?
table.
I don't eat sweets.
Got a bit of my white chocolate.
You insisted I had the last single.
The way
square
that you
of it.
are wearing your headphones right now is annoying the living shit
Why?
out of me. Zoom into his face. Look straight in. Look at that.
That's how I wear it on the radio when I
Yeah,
was on
but
the
he's
radio.
pushing one ear forward.
It's just squishing an ear.
You need to always know your surroundings.
Yeah, but you could do it like this. Look, like I'm doing it, where it's like it's off it, but it's yours is there.
Yours is
No, 'cause
squishing.
that's just.
What's that?
I've just kept them both on. I didn't realise you were meant to keep one on, one off.
You just want. I always want to make sure the surroundings are all right. What if someone tries to sneak attack you?
In case of predators.
Sneak attack.
Yeah. Got to be aware of your surroundings. How long did it take you to notice your shoe was on the telly?
I'm not often
aware
looking
of
for
my
shoe, am I?
surroundings.
I'm not afraid of a shoe, mate. That's one of my big
I'm
things.
not afraid of a shoe.
Yeah.
Up the arse.
What? Stiletto heel, presumably. Mario De Silva says Martial's got the same off-the-ball pressing as Ronaldo without the CV and goal threat. Yeah, potentially. Here's something mad, and I know everyone talks about the fact that Ronaldo's 36, but Ronaldo's 36 and he's still as good as he is. Has that ever happened in football before?
He is...
not since Stanley Matthews or whatever.
He is the fittest 36-year-old athlete that there has ever been in any sport.
Do you think?
Ever. Name one fitter 36-year-old than...
what about Steve Redgrave?
Tiger Woods.
No, he's not fitter than Ronaldo,
He's
is
not
he?
fit, is he?
How do you know?
That's the point.
Well, because his job involves swinging a fucking...
How old's Djokovic?
Oh, someone's got you here. LeBron James. It's certainly neck and neck.
I think
he's
What time is
37.
he? 37.
37.
I think it's close.
What about Djokovic? How old's Djokovic?
Not 36.
Yeah, he is.
33 or 34. LeBron James may be the sort of... It's them two, isn't it?
Them two.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad. And the fact that when's the last time in football history where you could make an honest argument that the best player in the world
He's
is
had a great
36?
He's had a great game. That Czechoslovakian
34.
Djokovic.
This lad here, that Czechoslovakian fucking David Luiz lookalike.
What
has had a
about
great game.
a boxer? They're often quite...
No, but it's a different type of fitness, isn't it?
I didn't know there's criteria.
Oh, go on then, Jesse. Go on then now. Oh, lucky.
Well, it's a different type of fitness boxing, isn't it?
Is that sweets?
Are you all right? Are you addicted to sweets? Because the way you said, is that sweets with the frantic sort of addiction energy to it?
I do really like sweets.
And you're like a heroin addict, but with like a Haribo addict.
Yeah.
Melting them down on spoons and injecting them into your fucking head.
Do you ever do that? Have you ever done that?
Never melted down a cola bottle and injected it into my head.
Would you be willing to on camera?
I'd try.
How?
I just say I don't know. You'd have to keep it pretty because as soon as it gets cold,
Hey,
it'd probably firm up a bit.
Speaking of sweets, so I did a festival on Saturday. I did Wentworth Festival in Wentworth, and they had a giant fucking pick and mix stand. You know, like as part of a food stand.
I thought
And
pick
I
and
was
mix
like-
had gone by the wayside during COVID because
Well,
it's about as bad as it gets,
well,
isn't
this
it?
is
Nah,
it.
it's fine.
This is it. But I thought to myself, I'll get myself a bit of pick and mix. That'll be all right. And so I loaded up some pick and mix.
Loaded it up.
And it was, in my head, I was like, this is £4 worth of pick and mix. Maybe 5.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
it's a festival. Certainly not more than 6. Right? Got to the fucking thing. She weighed it. She went £11.15.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. But in my head, I was like, I can't say no.
It is
I was like,
the only.
I have to buy it.
Yeah.
So what I did is I got my card out and I went to pay.
Yep.
And she went, "Oh, it's cash only, I'm afraid." And I went, "Oh, I've not got any cash." I was literally like, "Fucking
Get
yes!"
in.
But honestly, I had 250 quid worth of cash in my pocket. I just knew that I didn't have to get it out at that moment. And so I was like, "Oh, I would have paid this ridiculous amount
Yeah,
for
for your
sweets
shitty
were it not
sweets.
for you."
You've
But
done
that's
very
what I
well
mean,
there.
you gotta look
It's
at
the
the,
last food in the world you can put back as well. Pick and mix, isn't it? Imagine.
Morrison's
I'll
salad
put
bar.
it back then, and you going back through the thing.
Yeah,
lifting
yeah.
the bins up. But other than like, I've tried one of these condoms on already. It's about as unput backable as a product can be.
Yeah,
Well,
True.
What were you saying, John?
Morrison salad bar.
Yeah, you can't put that back.
Can't put that
That's actually that's a pick and mix covered in mayonnaise, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
The
really
Morrison
is.
salad
That's
bar.
something,
I
innit?
love how it's called a
Sometimes
salad bar.
different
By the way, that's one of my favorite things. It's like, oh, what have you got? A salad. Well, you got potato salad, you got coleslaw, you got that Florida
Pasta salad.
you got pasta salad.
4 different
All you've
types.
got there is
Yeah.
carbohydrates and,
also-
mayo,
and also
you're calling it a salad.
Some croutons on the top.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
bacon bits.
Oh, the bacon. You've been to Harvesters?
No.
They do a great salad bar.
Oh, fucking Alex Tellers is off and Anthony Elanga is on.
Good lad.
And Lingard's on and Fernandez is on. So how will this work? Are they going...
Lingard might draw.
Lingard is off, sorry.
Lingard's
and
off,
Tellez
Fernandez is
off.
on.
Fernandez and Elanga on.
It
So I guess
looks
it's-
like Matic is dropping it. No, it doesn't.
I don't know what's going on. Elanga at left back?
Elanga.
Fuck, surely not.
No, I don't.
Elanga's on the right to start with.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Elanga is on the left. No, it looks like... Oh, I don't fucking even know.
So
Maybe-
what a ball, by the way. Fuck
Yeah,
it
brilliant
hell.
pass. Go on, Mason. Get the ball in. No, he's done well. He's kept it.
To be fair, it's an attacking change from Ole, and it's what he needs to do.
1-0 down, aren't we? I guess.
That's a poor touch from Bruno.
Oh,
no, they're counter-attacking here. It's 2 on.
He needs to get back on side.
Down here. I'll try and get this out before West Ham score. Anthony Dunn says, please get a pint with this £5, Joe. You deserve it. The fever dream conversations from these two is just mental lol.
Who's the £5 for, me or you?
One of us. Why are we so poo this game? I don't know. I don't think we've been that bad. It's not the worst performance. We're just not making enough to score a goal.
What is a fever dream?
Do you know when you're feverish and you've got your body temperature's really high?
And you have crazy dreams.
And you have hallucinations
I've
and
not had
weird
a fever
thoughts.
ever.
What? That's weird coming from someone that seems like they would have had
I don't think I've
terrible
ever had
juvenile fevers.
Touch wood.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's not like you can have a fever and not.
I've never had a fever dream.
No, well,
someone says it's like a fever dream. I've no
but you
idea
said
what
you'd
I'm-
never had a fever.
You know when sometimes
It's like a wet dream, is it?
You know sometimes when you eat cheese
That's
and
not
you
true.
have fucking mental dreams.
That's not true,
I
is it?
tend to, yeah.
But isn't that just something that Wallace and Gromit invented?
No, I tend to find that if I eat cheese, I have crazy dreams.
Is that
What kind?
Can that
Well,
be
sorry?
true?
What kind?
Just crazy dreams.
Oh, of cheese.
Well, sorry.
What kind of cheese?
I'm a
Any
big
cheese?
fan of anything blue.
Oh yeah.
I like apart from one of your testicles after rugby.
Yeah.
I like a brie as well.
Yeah, I love a brie.
Oh, I love a
I like a
brie.
camembert.
If we had
Do
a
you know what?
cheese
I
board
like
on
I like a
Christmas
Cornish
time, wow.
yarg. That's what I like as well.
Yeah. Would you say that if you had a burger with some
Oh.
like sort of
Fuck
plastic American style cheese on, is there enough cheese in that to make you have weird dreams? Do you think?
No.
What about if we do watch boxing together and we get a cheese board?
So you
This
want
is on
us
a
to
different channel,
So
obviously.
you want us to watch boxing together whilst eating a
Or
cheese board?
WWE.
Okay, yeah, go on then. Can I just say, Joe Harris has just said, Ollie out. Ollie is by far the worst manager ever. I hate him.
What? Who said that?
Joe Harris.
Joe, you don't know anything about football. You don't deserve to watch football. And you need to go home, lock yourself in a cupboard, and just pick something else to enjoy because football isn't for you. If you don't like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that's fair enough. But to say he's by far the worst manager ever, I mean, just stop showing yourself up, mate. It's nonsense.
Yeah. Gareth has said, we always seem to struggle against teams with a low block. We need to look at our tactics and players and know how to break them down. Other teams do it well. We do struggle against low blocks.
I think, to be honest with you, that's a tactical thing rather than a player thing because when you've got your likes of Jadon Sancho, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, that's more than enough firepower.
I think that is something you can maybe criticise Ollie for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think that he's good enough at coaching his players on how to break that down. And I think that is a problem that United have. And I think that's fair enough. Look, I'm not going to defend...
Farted.
No.
That was me.
I'm not going to say... Oh, Jesus.
It was you.
I'm not going to say that Solskjaer's the best manager we've ever had because he's not. He's got problems that he needs to work on, but he's also done a lot of good for United as well.
Loads of good stuff.
What's he doing? Where's he running?
Come on, keep the
Into
ball,
a
keep the ball.
cul-de-sac. Give it away. Come on, let's
That's
keep going.
good. That's good from Sancho.
Well done.
Oh, he was going for it
Do you
there.
know
I
what?
like that.
I love that positivity.
Me too,
We need to see that more.
Yeah. That would be my biggest criticism of Sancho so far. Not that I'm looking for criticisms, is he's played it a bit safe.
Yeah.
That was really good. Driving through players, trying to make a shot for himself. That was really good.
I tell you what, now Bruno's come on, it's an entirely different fucking kettle of fish, this, isn't it?
They absolutely look like they'll shit themselves. Okay.
I ain't pooped myself. I tell you what, is you know, you were doing farts and everyone was here.
I own them. I own them.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But no one, it's the worst thing that's ever happened.
Joe,
I've done
Cam
a
can
fart,
smell that
and
from
you're
over
acting
there.
as though it's fucking.
I'm not. I'm just saying, own it.
Yeah, I did own it.
You didn't. You look
Didn't
like you
smell
were
it.
disgusted in yourself.
It didn't smell that bad actually. It was all right.
Cam?
What?
Cam said it can smell.
Yeah. I'm not saying you couldn't smell it. Go on, Tony. Well done. Bruno.
Oh! Jesus.
He went near post. I thought that was going in for a second. Yeah, me too. Too many kids in this chat, apparently.
How do you mean?
I think the Ollie out stuff, maybe.
They're giving him shit. Why? I mean, okay.
I mean, these kids didn't sit through David Moyes or indeed Louis van Gaal. Some of Van Gaal's fucking Some of Van Gaal's
That's true,
fucking
that could have been
football.
Some of the most boring football I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
Crazy.
Van Gaal was the first time that if United was on, it wouldn't be an automatic watch for me.
Really?
That was the first time in my life. Genuinely, up until that point, it was whatever I'm doing fits around United. And at that point, it was like, do you know what? If I'm out, I'm out. Because it was just fucking dreadful.
I don't think I ever got to that point, but there were times and months, periods where you thought, I'm not looking forward to this. It wasn't an exciting thing where you think like.
I'll tell you, fucking hell,
well
Eric
done,
Bailly,
Victor.
what are you
I'm reading
fucking
in now.
doing?
Martial's getting a lot of stick on Twitter.
Is he?
A lot of stick, saying it's one of the worst number 9 performances people have ever seen.
He's
And
not.
that's from a
it's not been
contributor
that bad.
called Abdul, who's often on this.
I don't even think it's been his worst performance this season.
No, it's not. In fact, he played far worse against. Was it Southampton?
I think whichever
Which
game.
is far worse. He's done nothing this game.
He hasn't done nothing.
Southampton.
He's made-
Southampton was absolutely anonymous,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
He's made one run
Yeah,
and
but
then
he got the-
awful end.
I'm not saying he's been great, but I'm saying it's not been his worst performance this
Fucking watch
season.
now.
He
can't
needs. He needs to want it more. There, he
Yeah.
needs to want that more.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what.
Jesus Christ, Lindelof.
Did you say
Lindelof, at least sprint back and cover your
No,
fucking man.
Sancho's giving it.
If you're going to get beaten like that, at least sprint back. Fuck me.
Damien Ahipin says, I'm sick to death of watching Martial play for United. He does absolutely nothing 90% of the time. He doesn't deserve to play for this club.
Matic has done so well to stay on this pitch.
Yeah,
He's just busting everyone.
He's
Hey, look,
bad in
but
his
he needs to win the
time.
ball.
We said at the beginning of this that Martial needed to have a good game.
Yeah.
He needed to. I think this chair's about to break, you know.
Oh, it's close. And do you know what? If anyone's going to fall to the floor
This chair
mid watch along, I would love it to be.
I
me,
tell you
Freddie.
what, this office is chair roulette.
This chair
You
is
really
genuinely
go
about
get-
to
go
fucking
get-
go.
Please.
Can I have that one over there?
You can, but I'd rather you sat in that one and it
mate,
snapped
it's
underneath you.
very
It was really
fucking
funny.
close. I literally just shifted the weight on my lower back then, and the chair fucking shouted at me.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That there is another chair there. I can't guarantee that one is any better.
It is chair roulette.
Gareth Blade says Joe fart bomb story in school. I think I've told this before, but one time there'd been a spate of fart bombs at school, as there tends to be.
Yeah, I love fat bombs.
Bring that
And I
over.
did a fart, and it smelled so bad that the teacher thought it was a fart
Oh
bomb,
no!
and she
Oh.
she evacuated not only our class but the two adjoining classrooms,
Jeez.
and we're all
Thank
stood
you,
outside
matey.
while they cleared this fart bomb out, and it was
That's
just me.
great. Look at this now.
Just had a
shower.
tray
Here
of
we
beans
go,
and cheese
here
for
we
lunch.
go. Oh,
Well done.
that's
Who's that?
beautiful.
Bruno Fernandes. Well done. So
I once got loads of fat bombs on a fair, and I had them all in my pocket ready to cause chaos at school. And I went on one of those rides with all my cousins where it kind of, where you spin round like that.
a waltzer.
No, it was
Gravity
kinda
wheel.
Like the gravity. So you're sitting on like a row on a sofa,
Yeah, it's a gravity
and then
wheel.
you're all spinning. So the biggest lad has to go at the end
Does he?
because everyone kind of pushes into them. If you can imagine, it's like a sofa.
Were you the biggest lad?
And I was the biggest lad.
Good lad.
So you can imagine this is sofa row people. It kind of spins out constantly
Yeah.
like that. And anyway, I forgot all my stink bombs were in the pocket. So the first go, everyone pushed into me. I went, oh my God. And I felt them all blow up. And they all started going, bum, 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 bum. And I swear that my sister was crying. Like, it was chaos. The smell was crazy.
How many of them?
No, I think it was 4.
Because one of them is
It's
enough to
awful.
fucking clear out a playground.
It really is.
Let alone 4 on a gravity wheel.
It stained my jeans.
I would have thrown those jeans away, I think.
But I love stink bombs. What a great laugh.
Do you love them?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
ever buy them again?
I once threw one into a cinema once. And
Did you? Into a cinema?
You just
What, into the foyer or into
no,
the
into
screen?
the start. I think it was the start of Terminator. Do you know number 3 with Christian Bale? When I was young.
Whoa, there you go,
Oh.
Donny.
Oh.
Got a slight issue with the screen here. Right.
And then I threw a stink bomb into the foyer and left.
Did you? Did everyone go mental?
I heard a lot of people go, oh.
Did you?
Is that that?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, great game.
Greenwood's looked sharp
really,
since he's come on, hasn't he?
yeah, I love that. Yeah.
What? I think he's been really good, Mason Greenwood.
Yeah,
Mason Greenwood. You could just see why he's the first team.
Yeah.
I mean,
A friend of mine just texted me to say LeBron James, and it is comedian Danny McLaughlin. He is very funny. And he also has a thing called the Damn Daniel podcast that you should totally check out.
He's very good on Fighting Talk.
He's very good on Fighting Talk, and he's doing a tour next year, so check him out.
So is he watching this then?
Yeah, he's watching this.
And he said LeBron James.
He says LeBron James. I would get Danny Mac on here.
You get Danny Mac on here.
I'd be more than happy to.
I'm sure I mentioned him last time as well.
Yeah, and we said we'd get in touch with him.
Tried to see him at least, but I
can't guess his number.
I couldn't get to him.
I've got his number. I'll send it you after this.
That'd be great.
I had to interview some mad guys.
I've told him that you pay me £200 a time though for this. So
did you?
Yeah.
And stink bombs, 3 stink bombs.
And
you can have 3 stink bombs. You can have 3 stink bombs. I'll let him have that.
We should bring back stink bombs.
I think they're still going, aren't they?
No, I've not seen a stink bomb in a while, have you?
Yeah, but that's because you're not a child anymore. Bring back being a child is what you've just said there.
Bangers as well. Do you remember bangers where you used to throw them on the ground? They go. Psst.
Have you seen the new craze go around kids where they just lob beans at people's houses now?
Yeah, people getting beans.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Beans.
Some shops have stopped selling beans to
some
youngsters.
Tins of beans.
Yeah, and now they've gone.
So when they lob them at the houses, do they lob the can?
No.
Or do they?
Fuck off
No.
like that.
I tell you what would be great, a snap pop, because you wouldn't have to open
No,
it.
wait,
It'll explode on impact.
hang about. I've got so many fucking questions.
Right.
So question
I don't
number
know all
one.
of them.
Question number one.
Oh.
Do they open the can and lob the can?
I think they lob
Or do they
everything.
open the can and then get a
Go on. It's a foul
do they get like a spoon and then just start to
I think they lob the. I think to make the most impact and get away when they can, they lob everything.
Danny says he'll do it for 102 stink bombs.
Really? How much is a stink bomb?
Maybe
50p?
50p
Also,
max.
they stopped selling. So now they're doing not hula hoops. What's the spaghetti one called?
Spaghetti hoops.
Spaghetti hoops. I don't know why I forgot that.
Because you said
Just
all the words, just not in
In
the
the
right
MEN
order.
today, it was like this woman in Disbury fuming because some fucking kid's gone bang.
Someone got hooped.
Someone got spaghetti hooped.
I don't like spaghetti hoops.
Yeah, but how are they throwing the beans? Are they doing that
think they ask
holding
you
onto the
before
can
No, I
and
think,
just
I
doing
think
that?
you're throwing it
Fucking
like
not there.
someone, like you.
What, like it's a drink, like swilling it?
Yeah. I think you're getting swilled by a tin
Yeah,
of
but
beans.
surely you've got to be quite close to the house to swill a can of beans.
It's not houses,
Yeah, but
it's
your average,
people.
your
It's
average.
not people.
You just said a woman got.
No, a front
hooped.
door in. You shot a front door.
Yeah,
hoop.
but your average fucking 14-year-old boy is like a whippet compared
Yeah.
to some fucking 50-year-old woman who's fucking
I could
been,
catch.
been on the
I
wine
could
all
catch
evening.
it.
Come on. Bruno.
Let me try and find this. Oh, the MEN tweet a lot, to be fair, so I'm going to have to scroll back a fair bit. What's this one?
Someone's.
Do you know what we should?
Karen said
We should
beans in a sandwich bag. There you go. Then you can lob the whole thing.
That's a great idea.
It's a good idea. That.
Is he a culprit?
I think he might be. Yeah, I know him, and he is a bit of. He's
Bit of a
someone that
wrong
would-
un.
If we were young now, he'd have been someone. I reckon.
We should fucking throw beans at the Etihad.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Start a war.
They'll never notice us.
No.
Unless this is ever played at our trial.
Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, and then no, I'm not going to say.
They'll let me off due to a dick condition.
That's true. I don't know if that's.
You weren't thinking straight.
Do you know I'm actually allowed to get?
Here we go.
Do you know I'm actually allowed to?
No,
get?
you're not. The blue badge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, mate.
Fucking hell.
Mate.
West Ham. Look at nobody. Stunny fell over. They're still going West
Just
Ham.
go past our defenders. As easy as you
Come
like.
on
Don't
now,
worry.
the counter. We're on. We are making a meal.
Come on then, Mason. Go on then, lad.
It screams last minute equaliser.
Oh, this is
here.
lovely.
It screams
That's
last minute
nice.
equaliser.
Nice. That's a great pass.
Nice goal.
Oh, no, that's
Maybe
good
it doesn't.
It's a poor cross, but there's no one there to cross it to. It was lovely that.
What's that mean? Orange?
Burnside is back. Said there's a more important game. This is a more important game than you're making out.
I said that. I
Half
said
these
that.
players are playing for an opportunity in the
said
next
that.
round. Literally playing for opportunity.
Well, look, they're playing for game time. But look, if we win the Carabao Cup, is that a successful season? If United win the Carabao Cup and nothing else, is that a successful season for United? And the answer is no. And so, therefore, why are you asked about winning it?
Trying to find this.
No, here we
Beans
go.
clip.
Look at this.
Oh,
It's 3v1.
West
shit.
Ham are just up. I mean,
Come on, Eric Bailly.
Come on, Bailly. Oh, what a ball! Great
Wow.
save.
Chuck it. Come on.
Fuck off, Noble.
Well
Your
done, Dean
shit.
Henderson.
Come
Well
on.
done, lad.
Come on.
Henderson, great save. Let's
Bloody
get this
hell.
all on the
This
road.
is brilliant now. This is fucking
Dude,
end-to-end
I was
shit.
I was certain they were scoring there.
Go on, lad. Go
Come
on. I'm back.
Come on.
Give it him
It
back.
was so good.
Give
if they
it him
don't
back.
win. Nice. Now spread it. Spread it.
Nice and quick. Nice and... fucking hell! That was so bad!
What? It changed.
That was so bad.
No!
That was so shit from Matic.
You just take it to screaming now.
Me?
No, Joe. Just go, no! Yeah, there's no extra time, by the way. It's just straight to penalties if United do.
It's all right. We're fucking
De Gea's
great
going
at
to
them.
take our first.
Oh, that was going in. Who was that there? Was it Bruno? I
think so, yeah.
Bruno.
Come
right,
on then,
here
Matic.
we go.
Don't fucking give it away. Oh, here we go. It's
Dallo.
Dallo, innit? Sorry.
Hello.
Oscar
Nice
was
ball
a bit
in.
Laggy there.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, it's unlucky that.
It's not happening, is it?
It's end to end, as
Not
they say.
happening.
Don't feel like it's happening, does it? One of them were just those sort
Come
of
on.
half chances
great.
are going the wrong way.
Tops off.
We're being overrun in the middle. It's 3-on-3, innit? Again.
We've just gone for it now, haven't we?
Oh.
Surely that's it. Come on. Let's go for it.
Just throw everything at
That's
it.
why every time we lose the ball, they've got 3-on-2. Because we are going for
mate.
it now. No doubt.
Look at all this space on the right-hand side, man. No one's going to find him. Oh, he's come inside now.
Well done,
Greenwood's
Nice
come inside. It's a
ball,
great
nice
ball
ball.
from Sancho, that.
Bruno. Go on. Who's he got to cross it to?
Oh.
Not enough there, is there?
Is Martial still on the pitch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just...
Wow, Tony. Wow.
Yarmolenko
Oh
should
my
have scored there.
God.
He's around the goalie there.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they should have finished this off about 12 times.
Yeah. This one, Noble as well.
That's
Oh,
shocking.
Noble.
It's literally straight.
That's
up.
absolutely
Noble,
fucking
Noble.
shocking. What the fuck is that, Mark
Oh.
Noble? Jesus Christ.
Luckily, Dean Henderson's
Hey, remember
penis
when
was in the way.
Matic needs someone in the testicles? That was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, just fucking crop him, Lindelof.
Crop him, Lindelof.
As if
Fucking
you're doing
take
that.
his legs out. Just take his fucking legs.
Holding the ball in the corner.
Oh,
Oh, he's been absolutely fucking done. He's been
Yarmolenko.
absolutely
Hey.
done.
Well done.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. This
How
is
many minutes?
mental
4
now.
minutes.
This is actually
There's
mental.
got to be at least 3, aren't there? There's always
Minimum.
3.
My favourite word, that.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Is it?
There's a lot to get your teeth into, isn't there?
Yeah.
Minimum.
It's a very lipsy word, isn't it? Minimum.
Minimum.
How many minutes stoppage time we got?
It doesn't really... Oh, my God.
No one really knows.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Come on,
You
lads.
only got that famous Madonna song.
Yeah, that's good, that.
You only got 4 minutes to say... What tune? Timberland, not Timberland. Yeah. Grab
Come
a
on,
boy
there.
and grab a girl.
Sorry about that. Scratching the mic. There we go. West Ham in behind again. This is a tiring game for Victor Lindelof, isn't it?
I'm tired.
Sprinting back to his own goal every 10 seconds at the minute. 4 minutes to go. Well, 3.5 now. West Ham holding the ball.
We're going to
Offside.
just play some tactics, and West Ham, like often, if you play teams back to back, often the person, you either kind of get a nice equal, you know, play, like the team who wins first often has a really poor game the second time they play. Do you not think that? Do you not think?
I don't know, because my instant point of reference is Brighton last season, where they battered us in the league and we happened to win 3-2. And then in the FA Cup, about 4 days later, we beat them quite comfortably,
that's
didn't we?
true, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm sure we did City not
I'm
long
not.
ago.
Maybe I'm not trying to knock your argument there or your point. I just can't think of another one.
Is it me, or does Martial seem to get worse the more competition there is for places?
Yeah.
Yeah, that has been.
I
a
don't
problem.
know,
He was at his
yeah,
best when he was our only striker.
Oh!
It's a,
Van der Beek!
I mean, that wasn't a bad idea from
wasn't.
Van der Beek.
It wasn't.
Here we go. Corner. 2 minutes
It
to
seems
go.
like the more competition in the squad there is, the more that he goes, this isn't for me, this.
Yeah.
Take it. Get a good ball in here. Henderson's
Go
up.
on,
I love
Endo.
it. I love it. Means nothing. Bruno didn't even go for him.
Too
You
obvious. Too obvious.
But you wouldn't get. Henderson wouldn't be our best header of the ball, would he?
Yeah, that's
wouldn't-
what I mean.
Unless he can handle it.
think
In there.
no,
Henderson
but
practice-
he's still probably at least 6'4".
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was that?
Do you know when
my
people-
fucking God!
people talk
almighty.
about
that's
playing
a
Lindelof.
fucking meme in itself, innit, Dean? Jesus fucking
When
Lord!
people talk about playing Lindelof at CDM, I don't think we're going to
It's fuming.
We're not going to hear much about Henderson at CDM, I don't think.
This
90 seconds to
sparks
go.
the Ole Out Part 2 brigade, I believe.
Do you think? Even as a
Yeah,
Carabao?
I think people will sort of grab anything they can to bring the Ole Out brigade with them.
Fucking 27
But
shots.
I've
come
been
on.
Ole Out before. I've been in that camp. But this ain't the time to be Ole Out.
No.
There's been so many poor performances here. Poor individual performances from players that need to step up. If Ole can't rotate in the third round of the Carabao Cup, when can he rotate?
Yeah. Also, as well, only 6 on target out of all them shots we've had.
Yeah, 27 shots. 6 on
27.
target. 27 is a hell of a
That
lot
means
of shots.
21 shots has gone wide, though. That's a lot. We need to focus on who's going to fucking put the ball in the net.
Yeah.
This is the
1 minute to go.
This is the first time I've done a watch-along and United have got beat, you know.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's first time.
That's a good record that you've had until now, isn't
Thanks,
it?
mate.
Good job you've retweeted the We Are Live thing with 2 minutes to go as well.
Yeah, well, I
Just
didn't
really
want,
need the push.
I didn't want anyone seeing it, mate.
Anthony Dunn says Tony's not United quality, cut our losses and bin him.
I'm not really a Twitter person, you know. I'm more of an Instagram person.
For sure.
Yeah, I like
This is going to be
I like TikTok.
Do you like? Yeah.
Come on then. Sprint, man.
Do you know what I like? I like my
Come on,
podcast,
let's
Bigoted. Check it out.
Check out my channel as well, Joe McGrath.
Can we
if
wait
you
till we've
want
lost
to
first?
Yeah.
Shameless,
we've
both
lost.
of you. Fuck me.
we got beat.
United
yeah.
have lost out of the Carabao Cup. West Ham 1, Man United 0. A fucking weird game, to be honest.
Gutted. But, you know, we slagged off the Carabao Cup beforehand and we said, we wouldn't be too bothered. But Mark Noble, I'd like to see that fucker's face.
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind.
Yeah, we'll be back for the review in a few minutes. Make sure you check that out. Hopefully, we'll be able to put the link in the comments so you can click that, and we'll be over there in a few minutes. You know, I think we'll talk about it more on there, but it's the Carabao Cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not bothered about the competition. I'm bothered about the manner in which we've got beat.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of the players that we were talking about stepping up and making a claim for the first team. And I would argue that none of them have.
Yeah, that's poor. Yeah, link for the review is in the comments. Make sure you come back for that in just a few minutes. Thank you very much to everyone for joining us. Manchester United 0, West Ham 1. We're out of the Carabao Cup at the first time of asking. Not very good at all. We'll see you in a bit.